Hey everybody, I think everybody can hear me out there in TV, radio land, whatever you want to call this land. How you doing, Mr. Ben Moore? What's up? How's everyone doing this fine evening? I knew I'd get started a little bit late because the kids just got done the cornhole tournament here. My daughter and her friends, girls against the guys. The guys emerged victorious. I had to do a ruling because it was kind of a unique rule. That they said on the cornhole board, if somebody got on the handle, you automatically win the game, which would be a really difficult shot. But that sounds like a guy rule to me. And Alex was over for his birthday, my daughter's boyfriend. Got him a Phillies jersey, which he loved, Trey Turner. And got to make food all day and got to do all that stuff for her. So my daughter was thrilled because she got to throw a really cool party for her boyfriend all day. So that gives me a couple of Dad of the Year points anyway. So how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing good. We got auction still ending, which this is kind of cool. It's kind of exciting. It's live. You'll hear stuff going bloop, 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 bloop as we're going here. So as I get started, hopefully everybody can hear the microphone good. I'm going to, hey Dale, I'm going to fill in the sheets of who won the pucks. Because I ran the pucks and then there were some left last night and I ran them again for today. So we may not have very many of them to do. So that would be kind of cool. But I'm going to go down through them here as we're getting ready to get rolling. The game plan tonight is I got the two hockey jerseys to do, the 10 pucks to do, obviously. Already got our board set up there for the people's names for the pucks and such. And we got the 3 mini helmets, which are lined up here as well. And then we got the one Gold Rush helmet. We can do a live fill like we did the other night, 8 spots, boom, done, and it'll be super cool. So anyhow, but I think I'm going to save a step. I'm going to put on the hockey pucks right here. I'm going to put them right on this board. We're going to do that, and then I can transpose them over to my sheet. I'll just check them off as they're paid and such. So that should be a pretty easy way to do it, I would think. And they're all listed, which should be good. So give me a moment here as we're going. Hopefully everybody's having a great day. I'll pull them up here on my eBay, as they say. And see who we got here. And I'll put the names in black that are from eBay, so that'll make it easy. It won't be too hard to figure out. And actually, probably use my phone on that because it's even easier than using the app on the thing. But like I said, stuff is still active and ending shortly here from now till about 10:15. So we're good there. So we got plenty of time here. And then we'll get rolling right away. So hopefully I'll have most of these filled up. I'm going to go here as we're doing stuff here. Let me get back to a screen where I can see any comments anybody's got. So hopefully, hey, Robert, hopefully everybody's good. Like I was just saying, we had pucks on last night, had them on tonight. So it should be pretty easy. I'm going to go through and mark them first on our board. And then the jerseys, we'll do that right after that. I'm waiting for a payment on a couple of those. On guys on jerseys. Yeah, so we'll see what we got there. Let me go down through here real quick, guys. We're getting ready to get fired up. It's only 6 after 10, which is good. I didn't think I'd get started until about quarter after tonight, which is why I ran everything later. My daughter, and like I said, I just had Colton and stuff was helping me a little bit, getting the stuff set up, because up until about 15 minutes ago, we had a big old cornhole thing going here. So, let me see what we got here. Make sure I got the right day, all the way back to yesterday and today. Yeah. So, hey, it was kind of funny too. Bobby, Robert, I think you guys grabbed the Capitals puck, which was funny because I had somebody else email me and asked me, can you please not put buy it nows on the hockey pucks because they wanted to be able to snipe, I guess, at the end, which is kind of funny. Hey, Kendall, how you doing? How is Chicago? Are you back or are you still in Chicago? But yeah, it was funny. The guy's like, hey, people, one time it went for hire. If you could, please don't put buy it now on the pucks because the guy wanted a chance, I guess, to snipe somebody at the end. I'm like, well, a lot of people had asked about the buy it now, which is why we put it on there, because that way if you want to get a puck, and that's what you want it. Okay, I'll pull it up on Venmo. That's a better way to do it anyway, Bobby. Yep, perfect. Yep. Yeah, Venmo, it's nicer because it doesn't charge you the shipping stuff if you don't win for something, obviously. And then the nice part is, too, there's no sales tax on from your state. So I'm filling in the puck guys here on this board. This board's really going to come in handy because you can see everybody's names. It's way easier than me reading it off to everybody all the time. And I'm only putting people's last names on there because I don't want to just throw everybody's names out there all the time. It's kind of goofy to do that. So, but yep. So again, while we're getting started, while I'm filling names in, I'm going to yak a little bit here. This is my public service address announcement. Again, for any of those, because I've watched some stuff this week with autographs, and it always drove me crazy when I was on the road getting them all the time too. But I sent over to our good friend Joe, who's in our stuff a lot, pictures. Yeah, that's fine. You can Venmo or Venmo or PayPal. That's fine. And it's kind of funny because the other night I watched the break, 30-piece of memorabilia. I think I told everybody about that one. It's $319 to get in. And as ridiculous as it was, there was 5 Kansas City Chiefs hits, which is crazy. That never happens in real world. And out of the 12 Gold Rush helmets, there was 3 teams that had double up out of 12, which is kind of great. It's great for those guys, but the other people participating in the break kind of go, eh. And then the funny thing about it, like Joe and I were talking back and forth yesterday about autographs and authentications and stuff, and I've often mentioned that when you see Beckett witnessed, it's great because it's Beckett at the table with the athlete. They sign it, slide it over, and then they authenticate it. When it says authenticated, it means they had to go in and go by whatever criteria they have. And sometimes they don't have, some players, they don't have a very large sample size. So it's all subjective to whatever they've got on file that somebody else filed at one point for their authentication, which is great and all. And most of the time you're good, but sometimes they'll go, oh, hey, we can't authenticate it. Doesn't mean it's not authentic. It's just mean by their stupid guidelines, which they never, ever, ever, ever check off on the sheet. I worked for PSA for like 3 years authenticating autographs, and we never had to check anything off on the sheet. You just shoot it back for no freaking reason, which is stupid. The authentication services now, they're pretty good. JSA is pretty good, and a lot of them are pretty good. But back in the, I'm saying, late 90s, early 2000s, grading cards was becoming the in fad. And it's big money. You send in all these cards and get them graded and hope like hell they're actually going to send you back the one you actually sent in. I had a friend send in 25 cards of one player, Mikal Bridges, because he's a local kid here from Great Valley High School. And when he got them back from PSA, he only sent 25 of his rookie. No other cards. Not one. Just 25 of his rookie. And when they got him back from PSA, he got 5 cards that he didn't even submit, which is kind of crazy. So that's kind of nuts, So that's just kind of crazy. So like I said, it's all subjective on a lot of stuff. And some athletes, they just don't have a large sample size. Some of these guys that are doing, like the guy I found really interesting down at our show we were just at, where I hurt my back. I waited for 5 hours for all my Penn State guys and Steve Carlton and Mike Schmidt and all these guys that I got autographs of. And Mike Schmidt signed the baseball I got so nice and so well that the guy asked me, can I photograph this and send this into our corporate office? I'm like, sure, why? He goes, well, I just saw him sign it. He said, but if I weren't standing here and saw him do it, we would never figure this is a Mike Schmidt autograph, because he usually signs M, S, and scribble. Well, he wrote out Mike Schmidt, which was awesome. I got a great autograph, but the guy actually needed to add to his their database, which is great. And a lot of these guys never get out of that environment at a show. They never see anybody on. Big difference between the only athlete that's kind of contrary to that is Terry Bradshaw. Big difference between getting an autograph as they're walking out of a hotel and going, "Hey guys, sign this, cool," and it's awesome. And then them sitting at a table at an autograph show. Reason being, Terry Bradshaw, my wife's always been a big fan of his. And I was going up to the Super Show in New Jersey, and I had gotten Terry Bradshaw probably 10 times in my life prior to this. And he always decent autograph, nothing spectacular, but decent autograph. And I thought, well, for her, I'm going to actually pay the money and get a 16 by 20 and get a really, really nice, sharp, spectacular autograph of Terry Bradshaw. Well, after waiting 20 minutes in line, and he's signing helmets, and he's signing footballs, and he's signing baseballs, I thought we'd have some interaction. I thought, hey, he's going to talk to us a little bit, talk to me a little bit. All the man said was, he looked at the guy sitting at the table next to him and said, boy, I could sign 100 of these in an hour. This is easy. Because they're, 16 by 20 is a flat surface. It's not a football. It's not a helmet. I can only imagine how difficult some of the stuff these guys get is to sign, physically and have your name look legible on it. One guy for Mike Schmidt had a full-bore, full-size Mike Schmidt wood cutout from when he did a milk ad back in the 70s. And that had to be a lot of fun for him to try to sign that thing or find a spot on it and, sign it big enough that it showed up, which is, goofy. But anyhow, I digress. I go back to my my Terry Bradshaw story. So he signs an autograph that I paid $129 for, just for the autograph. And I paid for the 16 by 20. And it was not even anywhere close to as nice as autograph as I had gotten in person when he was drinking, covering the games for Fox when he used to go out on the road. So I was kind of disappointed that I wound up spending about $200 essentially between the top loader and the photo and the autograph, about $200 for Terry Bradshaw, and did not have anything close to a spectacular experience, not at all. And I appreciate the fact that he was there, and I thanked him and stuff, but he didn't really interact with me so much. He interacted with the guy that's sitting with him at the table, which, I found kind of odd, not distressing or anything, but kind of odd when you're paying all that money for, and then you got guys like Bob Lilly at that show. It was always a super sports show, but a lot of times there were so many Cowboys there, you thought it was a Dallas Cowboy show. They would always have the guys from the defense, the Steelers, all four guys, Ernie Holmes, from the Steel Curtain, Joe Green, Ernie Holmes, L.C. Greenwood. They would always be there, sign autographs for the four of those guys, and Dwight White, of course. A lot of those guys have passed on now, but and they were always pretty cool. They interact, but Bob Lilly will sit there and talk football with you forever. And there's a guy there, you're paying $50 to get something signed. And he's, how are you today? And which is conflicting as an Eagles fan because I despise Bob Lilly as a player because he always killed my Eagles. But, it's just one of those things. But, yeah, Joe and I, we had a couple texts back and forth yesterday and stuff. And he said that he's looked at a lot of autographs and stuff. Everybody looks at it and kind of puts that whole, paying for something at a show to get authenticated, like, kind of out the window because what's the point? And I'm like, yeah, kind of. So it's always better to have the witness stuff, which is good. And like I said, other than that, it's always subject to somebody's interpretation. I know, and I have a pretty wide variety. I've collected thousands of autographs in person, and I've seen guys at the show. I've seen them at the hotel. I've gotten Wayne Gretzky when he was lit after the game with Larry Christensen and Bruce McNall. I've gotten guys when they're drunk. I got guys when they're sober. I've gotten guys everywhere. And I can, their autographs always have certain characteristics, which is what qualified me to be an authenticator for a long while. But then I didn't like what PSA was doing. They were hiring people that were just, some really scuzzy, off-the-wall people that were just looking for, whatever money they can make on the weekends to go there and authenticate autographs, which is kind of cockamamie, which is, why I don't do it for them anymore. That was years ago. That was like 15 years ago. But it was getting squirrely then. So, I don't know where the guys come from or how they vet them or how they talk to the guy, or, what background they have, literally to have it. But, they have their database, and now it's all internet. They can pull it up and look, oh, this looks right, just, whatever. But it's more, my pen just died. Let me see something here. I'm trying to write names in, and I think it ran out of ink. Yep, out of ink. All right, we'll have to get another one there. Whoop. That's, yeah, all right. Robert, it died on your name here on the Blackhawks, so I gotta get that there. Blah blah blah. Yep. So I got you. Okay. So I got your Blackhawks puck, or jersey. I'm sorry. Okay. So, but yeah, it's always interesting. It's fun. Like I said, I enjoyed getting out there and see Yeah. Chantilly show's cool. The one down in Virginia, they had all the guys from Team USA there a couple years ago. Yeah, that Chantilly show's great. And again, I had JSA right there at the Oak Show when I was getting Schmidt, and I got all my Penn State guys. I got them all authenticated for my daughter down the road, while I was there, because they only charged you $10 to do it. And it was pretty simple, easy process. Now, next time they have a show over here at the Oaks, we have about 3 a year. They're big Philadelphia sports shows. I'm going to take them about 50 items down there and have them pre-authenticated, which would be good. I'll drop them off like Friday, and I'll come back on Sunday and pick them up after they go through all them and put sticker, do all the stuff on them, which is great. And I don't mind doing that there at the show because the odds of them bringing another photo that they can exchange it with, I always get nervous with sending them in just because I've heard so many PSA stories about not getting the cards back you sent. And there's no way to mark a card. There's no way to mark, at least on the back of an 8x10, you can put the date it was, or you can initial it, that it's yours, and you're getting back the same thing you gave them. There's no way to do that on a card. You can't mark it. Obviously, it would detract from the value of the card. So you're on their good word that they're going to have it there. So the odds of them bringing, like I'm going to take down some Timu Solani rookie cards, and the odds of them bringing a bunch of those older cards with them that they could exchange would be slim and none. So, but sending them into a corporate office when it takes 9 weeks, 2 months, 3 months to get your stuff authentic, or get cards graded, that opens up for way big interpretation about how the stuff could disappear while it's out there. So that's kind of goofy. So we don't necessarily want that. I'm still, as I'm yakking here, I'm filling in the names, so we're gonna be ready to go here real soon. I appreciate everybody working with me here. Like I said, I had stuff ending right up to tonight because I knew that my daughter and her friends and everybody were going to be doing all their stuff, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to get started anytime soon beforehand. So, yeah, I mean, that's always been my thing too. I enjoy meeting the guys. I think I shared the story with Steve Carlton. It's kind of funny, a catch-22 here. When I was down for the Phillies guys for my baseball autographs, I want to get Steve Carlton. I want to get Pete Rose, who's supposed to be there. He backed out the last minute because he wasn't feeling well, which I get that. And then I also wanted to get Johnny Bench, who backed out as well because he wasn't feeling well, which I get that as well. So they had Bobby Wine, Juan Samuel, Bob Boone, Steve Carlton, and Mike Schmidt. And I've seen Schmitty a couple times, and sometimes he's jovial, sometimes he's not. When he's on the golf course, he's usually really, really nice and smiley and friendly, and trying to pressing everybody's palm, which is great. And when I got to Schmidt, the guy, we couldn't even take a selfie with it because he goes, "Oh, that's why we do it over there." So they had a separate booth set up to take to take pictures. They were charging $150 or some crap for to get a picture of you and Mike Schmidt, or you could get it with all the Phillies guys, which was great and all. But Steve Carlton, now I have never met Steve Carlton before. I met Schmidt many times, but I had never met Steve Carlton before, and I was looking forward to it. So when he got up there, of course you had to wait a while to get to him, and I just was thrilled to get up there. And I had heard that he was always this truculent guy. He was never really outspoken with the media. When he played, he was a very reserved, quiet. You didn't get him didn't get a lot of words out of him and stuff when he was trying to talk after the games and stuff. So he was not a really boisterous player as such. Well, I want to tell you, there's 3 little boys that will never forget their experience that day. Of course, people get a little pissy because they're not moving quick enough, or they think they're not getting to their stuff quick enough. But the family in front of me, now Carlton was $90 a baseball, $90 for a baseball to get him signed, or any flat like a card, a baseball, a photo was $90, $89.99. Well, this family of 5 people, it was 3 little boys. They're all wearing their Little League jerseys, not their full uniform, but their Little League jerseys and their hats. The dad paid, $270 to get 3 cards signed by Steve Carlton. He spent 15 minutes talking to these little boys about baseball. He spent another 5 minutes as they were walking away telling him, I want you to send me postcards. I want you to send me your stats at the end of the year. I want you to keep in touch with me. He was the most genuine, nicest human being I've ever seen. And these kids will never forget that. Never forget that. And I'm like, wow, that was so cool. And then I got to talk to him afterwards. I said, I said, Steve, I've always waited to meet you. You're one of the few Philadelphia athletes I've never met that I wanted to. He goes, well, I'm really glad you came. And he's like, the weather's much better here. He lives in Colorado. It was snowing out there. They had 2 feet of snow. But I thanked him for taking the time for those little boys. I said, they're never going to forget that. He goes, well, he said, I love doing it for the little guys. He said that. He said, I that's what I'm here for. He said, I love the game, gave me my life, and gave me, why I'm here is because I played baseball. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, otherwise, he said, nobody'd be here to even talk to me. I'm like, yes, good point. And he was a really, really straightforward guy. He was awesome. But like Dale said there, you meet people there. That's awesome. Having that interaction and reaction with them, that is freaking cool. And like I said, those little boys will never forget that. I'll never forget that day. I wish I would have known their names. But they were great. I mean, it was, and the smile on their face, oh my God. As opposed to, you go get somewhere and they just, can't help but move on quicker. Like on the next. That's kind of annoying there. But, yeah, crazy good. It was awesome. It was a good day. Of course, I hurt my back because me, like a dumbass, I'm standing for 5 hours with a 30-pound backpack, being a kid. That's what I was doing. I was being a kid, and I'm being a fan. Here I go. And, I'm finally walking without a cane, which is nice. I feel a little bit better. My leg still is way sore, the muscle in the knee, basically from me falling and diving a couple times and falling back and hurting myself more so than my back, which is, kind of crazy the way that worked. But anywho, so that's what we got. But I'm filling out the names here. Let me send the invoice out here. Yep. Let me send this out here real quick. There's a couple people asking for invoice. I'm going to send invoice. But Dale, in answer to your question, no, I don't really want you to add shipping to it because if you don't win, I mean, one of the things I found goofy with breaks is that if you don't win the item, you're still paying for the shipping, which is kind of goofy. I don't know. I get it because you still got, to ship out to Radford, who's out in Hawaii, it cost me $25. So obviously, everybody's contributing to that, I guess, when you really look at it, in the way it works. But, yep, so that's what you got there. But, yeah, so we, don't necessarily have to, let me see. Yep, and for anybody who's been looking for items, I just chose not to send stuff out. Yep. Yeah, Dale. Well, I'll figure that out, and we'll work that out, even it out. No biggie. Yep, Thomas. Yep, this is going to be for the hockey pucks, hockey jerseys, the 3 NFL helmets. Like I said, I've got a live helmet. Probably do. Some nights we usually get packed up with people. I got a live. We'll probably do one live fill for a Gold Rush helmet. There's only 8 spots available. But yeah, I'm doing right now. I've got here. I'll put this up here so everybody can see. So these are the hockey pucks that are spoken for, and the teams that are available. Let me see something here. I thought I had seen the Kings there on there, but maybe not. I'm maybe losing my mind. Make sure I got them all here. Let's see. Pucks, Maple Leafs, got that. Islanders got Avalanche Pens. Yep, and then we got this week's box of 10 of the hockey pucks. We got 2 more cases after that, and then the next series will start. Anybody that was unclaimed earlier on, which they've always been sold out every week since then. But a couple of first weeks we had a couple that went unclaimed, so they'll be filtered back in with the next series of pucks, which will be fine. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so yep, I got it. So here is everybody. This is what we got right now in the hockey pucks. The teams with names on them are claimed. The other ones are available. Now we didn't run any the auctions for the NFL photos down. I'm probably going to put them on for Thursday. I'll put them on maybe tomorrow. Okay, just for letting everybody. Yep, no worries. So this here is what we got right now. This is the list. Let's see what we can do here. We'll put it up here. I know what we'll do. We'll put a box behind it because then it won't go nowhere. And hockey pucks, they ain't going anywhere. So that's our list. Okay, and the hockey pucks available teams are $12 each or 2 for $22. But that's what we have available right now. Everybody with names on them is claimed. I like this board because as I'm talking, you guys can look at it and go, oh, maybe I like that team. So the way we work it here is on the chat. Whoever claims it first obviously gets it. It's pretty simple. It goes through the airwaves. It may be a second or 2 delay. So I've got the hockey jerseys written down, which we'll do next. I'll let everybody know what's available there. And right now I'm doing the mini helmets. I'm writing them down on the list here so while we're talking. But anyhow, so yeah, so all the stuff that's out there now, we got tons and tons and tons of all kinds of companies. You got TriStar, you got Beckett, you've got JSA. Like I was saying now, to get back to what we were talking about, DeAndre Swift. I watched him on that Friday night break, and they broke Detroit Lions jersey. DS, pretty much. That's all. I've seen a bunch of DeAndre Swift jersey, and it's always TS and blah. It's nothing great. And then about 15 minutes later, they break open a college jersey of DeAndre Swift. If you would look at the 2 signatures, and it doesn't look like they were signed on the same planet, let alone the same person signed them. It is absolutely goofy. And I don't know. If one got sent into TriStar, if the TriStar one got sent into Gold Rush, they go, oh boy, I'd know. And then if the Gold Rush one got sent into TriStar, they'd be like, oh no. So it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of subjective there, and it depends on what the heck kind of background that people have or database that they use or whoever the heck it is at the place. So, but yeah, don't get discouraged if you ever have an item. Even you could actually take items that you get signed personally and go to get them autographed, go to get them authenticated at a show, and they'll tell you, oh no, it doesn't meet our specs. I'm like, wait a second, man, but I saw the guy with the pen on the paper. That's what it is. So. And they make money for doing it. That's the whole point of them doing it. They're not doing it out of the kindness of their heart. Some of these places now, I don't mind going to a show where I'm going to drop off 58 by 10s, get them all authenticated. They're $12 a piece. Boom, 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 boom. They go through them, and they do all that. That's great. But some of them on the more expensive players, which they have a bigger database, like Mickey Mantle to get something authenticated is like $50. Well, that's like freaking stupid. I mean, just because it's a different player. And again, like I said, it's a money-making operation for them. It is absolutely not out of the kindness of their heart that they're doing it. It's for them to make money. So, it's, like I said, grain of salt. They have another public service address announcement. But anyhow, that's why I always try when I'm at hotels that we try to get pictures of players signed and stuff like that. But sometimes that's not easy to do either, because you don't want to miss getting your item signed because you're fumbling around. Back in the day, it was a camera. Now we've all got cameras on our phone. Oh, nice, yeah. Well, yeah, they don't even know what to do with that. If you take a team, like I have a Seattle Seahawks 2004, Dale, that I got signed at the Meadowlands at the hotel. I mean, I literally was in the limousine with Sean Alexander and got the whole team. It's got like 30 signatures on it. If I took it somewhere to have that, which I probably want to someday, Yeah, Jim, they are. And it's funny. Ours are actually authenticated. They actually have a serial number hologram on them that matches the COA. A lot of places see out here, like Frozen Pond, on the back of the puck, there's not even a hologram. It's a sticker from the NHL, which is on every puck. And on the COAs, if you open a case, I ordered a case of Golden Pond pucks earlier this year, and I was appalled. I opened the case, and I got my 10 pucks. They're in their cases, and I got a stack of 10 cards that you could have went to Staples and printed out for certificates of authenticity, not even stating what the item or the athlete was on any of them. It was just the same card there. So it's like crazy. Like I said, if I took my my Seahawks helmet to somebody, to like a show like that, and say, hey, authenticate these. First of all, probably 10 of the signatures on there, the guys have probably never even seen the guy's signature before. Their little heads would explode. Yeah, that'd be, So I mean, like I said, it's good to know when you go to stuff. It's simple, good, normal athletes that they see a lot. Yeah, I mean, they all have characteristics, and they're going to be able to authenticate them pretty easily. Some of the other players out there that are not as prevalent, you don't see everywhere. They may have to look in their database and stuff for that, and hope to God that somewhere along the lines has something similar has been put in for them. But yeah, I mean, it's a good thing. And literally up until about 4 years ago, when they started doing this Gold Rush crap, and all these different companies that have pre-authenticated stuff in their box, and it's just you break for one win of this. They really didn't have a lot of that. Nice. Yeah, Super Bowl 50 sign. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, so it's probably one of your nicest pieces you have in your collection. That's funny. Yeah, and I'm not knocking them. Like I said, I did it for about 4 years for PSA at shows and stuff, and it was great. But I mean, to me, it almost gave me a rash sometimes. It was like goofy because you'd have people just bring some stuff that's like where has this been? They found it at a yard sale somewhere and they got a Mickey Mantle ball, which obviously was not, but or somebody's basement or something like that. But it's what it is. But yeah, like I said, up until a couple years ago when they Gold Rush and these guys and started doing it and doing shows. Yeah, we will, Ben. We're probably gonna do one. We're gonna do. I'm not gonna open it up yet, but we're gonna do. Cause I'm still writing down everybody's the 3 helmets one, which are here. But we're gonna do a live fill. If anybody wants to do a full size, we can, and we'll do the same thing with 8 spots, and we'll do the same thing with a mini with 8 spots. The buy 2 get or pick 2 get 2 thing, because everybody seems to really like that. So that's what we're gonna. I'm all about what people like, so that's fine. Yeah, I'm just yakking and conversing back and forth here as I'm going through all this stuff here. Yeah, Chris, they're 2 for $22. If you're getting a couple, we'll figure it out. But they're $12. I had them for like $13 online. And I only had them on for a day because for 4th of July, I figured everybody's going to be waiting. Nobody's going to read it anyway. Yeah. Yeah, how'd you do that, man? That's kind of crazy. Yeah, that's one of the things with the helmet breaks. That's kind of goofy. We're gonna that's it's kind of strange. Like you said, doing the live one, that can't happen. You always get your team, which is good, right? I mean, that's one of the benefits to doing the live, that you're going to pick your team. And let's see who else got. I'm just going through here. I'm going to make sure I got everybody here on the. Got Robert. Let's see, San Francisco 49ers. I'm getting through them here pretty quick, so we'll be ready to roll here. And they've all ended now, so that's always a challenge when you have auctions ending at 10:15 and you're supposed to go live at and we're going roll. The nice part is once I get these all done, we'll just be rolling. There won't be any kind of delay, which is kind of cool. Yep, I gotta get another pen. This pen's like taking a crap on me again. It's working on my nerves. So, yep. All right, so it looks like I got most of them here. I'm going to go back into here and just check real quick. And give me 1 second. We'll be ready to roll on that. I'll make sure I didn't miss some here. Yeah, Jim, that's cool. Yeah, Jim, and if you're in this area, dude, if you ever want to know where to go get some flyers, guys, I can fill you in. I'll give you the skinny on where to go. Just private message me or email me or call me. Anybody has my phone number because it's right in our information for that's my cell phone. That's in our information for eBay for shipping. So I can give you the best place to get flyers, guys, and even opposing teams when they come into Philadelphia. Most flyers guys are flyers guys. They're not going to go track down a lot of the opposing team, but I used to go get everybody when they came in. I mean, from I don't know, from 1990 to year 2001 maybe. Everybody in Philadelphia used to call me Jersey Dave. I'm not from Jersey. I don't live in Jersey, but I had a jersey for every team. At one point, I had like 85 jerseys of hockey guys until they started getting goofy and doing all the alternates and all the weird ass stuff. And then I just said, "I'll bag it. I'm not doing that." All right, give me 1 second. I gotta go find my iced tea here, and I gotta get a pen so we can mark down who's paid for stuff. Give me 1 sec. Where the town boys go. Whoa. Where the town boys go. Yeah, and just so we have it here for tonight too, we're gonna do we're mixing and matching the Gold Rush with ours. That's gonna be our open one. These are our 3 for our 3 auction box. This is our live fill. And we got a wide field, full-size helmet. If anybody wants to do that too, we'll do that. But we got them there. So that's all good. All right, I got a pen, a ballpoint pen here, which is good. Yeah, Jim, hey, I hope you can hear me okay. Yeah, the Philly show's really good. The only bummer part about that, which is when I hurt my back here, I was just talking about when I was down for the Phillies guys. In the fall, they'll have some flyers. I was bummed at the Philly show in March because the Flyers were supposed to have a bunch of players there, and they all bagged. Pretty much everybody. I was bummed because I'm a huge Travis Konechny fan. I wanted to get my jersey signed. And I guess the Flyers were playing so poorly that their agents and stuff just didn't want them sitting there asking questions about how bad they sucked at the time, which kind of stinks. The best place by far to get Flyers autographs is to do the Carnival. It's in March. It's at the Wells Fargo. And you pick the players ahead of time for what you want. I got Carter Hart, cost $45 for 2 Carter Hart signatures. And you can buy 2 tickets. So if you're a big Carter Hart fan, you can get 4 autographs for essentially $90 on any item, which is nice. And every other player. But yeah, Jim, if you need, I will definitely help you find flyers. I'll tell you where they practice. I can tell you where to get what their skate hours and how they work their morning skate. I've actually been over to Flyers back in the 90s. Like I said, Eric Lindros, I used to walk his dog and Kevin Dineen's dog while they were in practice for him. I knew the equipment manager well of the Flyers, Harry Bricker, and a couple of the other guys that used to run the place at Voorhees when they played over there. I used to get game use sticks every week. I used to get 5, 6, 8 game use sticks every week because he used to give them to me, or I'd buy them from him. But yeah, so I can definitely take care of you with flyers and give you the skinny and the teams. Now yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, and you're right over the hill. So yeah, only thing you got to do is promise me you're not going to embarrass me down there. It's funny. I had a friend that had a sports car store in the mid-90s for a while, for years until they sold the property that they were going to do it, and they're going to make it into condos, but now it's still just sitting there vacant, which is weird. I took a couple of my customers. They always come up and they go, "Hey, how do you go? Okay, come on. Anytime you want to come with me, come with me." And my one guy that I took down there, literally, oh yeah, dude, absolutely. Meadowlands is great for the Avs too, and the Caps. If you're in Washington, every team that comes into Washington stays at the Mayflower, which is right down the road from from Capital One Center. But anyhow, yeah, absolutely. And hockey is cool because when they're doing their schedule now, it's changed a little bit since COVID. when they're playing the Flyers on Tuesday and they're playing the Devils on Saturday, they may stay in Philadelphia for 3 days and go practice over where the Phantoms and the Flyers practice. Or vice versa. If they're coming into Philly or leaving Jersey, they might be here a couple days early. Dallas Stars were here one time for a whole freaking week because of the way their schedule was dictated, which is awesome. You just go, over and over and over. But hockey in your town, here's a tip for anybody who collects autographs, hockey autographs in your town, in your city. Find the opposing team hotel. You can ask around. Most of the autograph people know where it is. Okay? Every team, when they come in, they have a morning skate the day of the game. The bus pulls up about 10:30. They go to the rink. They're back about 1. And they will sign autographs going out, sign autographs coming back for a hockey team. The hockey guys are all dressed in suits. You can't miss them. They're a little bit easier than baseball. Baseball guys can wear their regular polo shirt and shorts out on the town. Baseball guys, the advantage to baseball players staying in the city is that they're there for 3 days or 4 days. So, that's the benefit there. Yeah, Jim, I mean, it's not hard to find. If you have an opposing team coming into Nashville and you know where the rink is, go over there the day of the game, and even the day before. But the tour bus, the bus that pulls in, that's going back to the team hotel. Follow that sucker back to the team hotel. I know one time Penguins were always pretty good. They were always easy to find here in Philly. And the one time in the playoffs, because the playoffs, they got to do some scrambling to schedule because, they're booking out 50 rooms. And, sometimes the hotels don't have the availability. One time the Penguins stayed over in Cherry Hill. Drove me crazy. I called every hotel I had in Philadelphia. This is before the internet days. Called every hotel I had on my list in Philly. I couldn't find them. I'm like, screw it. I went over to the First Union Center where they were practicing a day, and I followed the team bus back to the hotel because I knew they were going to be here for the next 3 days. They were here to play in the playoffs for 3 days. So, and it was funny as hell. We were pulling into the hotel, almost not stopping the car as the Penguins bus was pulling up and getting Lemieux, getting Yager, getting Kevin Stevens, all those guys. So, hockey is by far the best sport to get autographs. NASCAR is up there too. Golf is awesome. If you want golfers in your area, go to the Pro-Am days before the tournament. You can get every person. LPG event, PGA event, they are mandated by their governing body, the PGA, and by the LPGA to put aside time for autographs. They have specific autograph areas that every person will sign. So yeah, here's a little autograph tips for everybody, right? So anyhow, here we go. All right, so our hockey pucks are up. Let me see who anybody has here. Chris wants the Jackets, the Kings, the Ducks, and the Panthers. All right, I'll put you down for that, Chris. And since it's after the fact, I'm going to put you in blue because the black is eBay people. Okay? Oh, no, Jim. No, I mean, I guess for about 10 years, you could have called me a professional autograph seeker or an autograph hound because I had my sports card store. It was in a farmer's market up in, you're from the area, so you've probably been to Zern's Market. It was a farmer's market, and, I had a great store. I put up great showcases. I put a lot of money into my store, and we were only open on Fridays and Saturdays. So the rest of the week, man, I was on the road, and Beanie Babies were nuts then too. The days I wasn't getting autographs, I'd be going around to Hallmark stores and getting freaking Beanie Babies because I had people wanting them. You could have never told me that I'd ever be selling Beanie Babies at my store, but everybody wanted them. So I tried to fulfill what everybody wanted at the store all the time. So I have spent countless. My wife. We've been together 26 years. My daughter's 18. She was with me. She's been with me in the snow. She's been with me in the rain. She's been sitting there freezing her ass off waiting for Jerry Rice to come out of the hotel because she loves Jerry Rice. My wife was a trooper. She has been with me many countless hours of getting autographs. And of course, because she's a chick, it pisses me off when I give Jake Plummer my Arizona State helmet and he signs Jake Plummer, which is great. And then she walks up and goes, "Hi, Jake, can I get your autograph here on my Cardinals helmet?" And he writes out Jake Plummer, Jake the Snake, and all this other crap because she's a girl, which is actually okay too. But the NFL golf tournament was great. That was phenomenal. I actually went out. I'll have to look for that photo. We got to have it somewhere in one of our albums. 1999, and I don't want to, I guess here, well, we're not taking up too much time. We're going to roll here once we get started. 1999, and Jim, I'm going to put you down for the Predators and the Devils on the pucks. My wife and I are going out to Canton, Ohio. The class, and I'll never forget the class because the first year I was out there and did autographs all week. It was Tom Mack, Eric Dickerson, Lawrence Taylor, Ozzie Newsome, and Billy Shaw. Class of 99. It was the best experience. I actually did my research a couple weeks ahead of time. Topps was the ones helping and doing the autographs then. They had 5 sessions of 12 to 13 Hall of Famers sitting in a tent. You bought the ticket for $65. It gave you one signature from every one of those Hall of Famers in that tent for 5 sessions. So what did I do? I bought tickets for all 5 sessions for my wife and I. So do the quick math. 5 sessions, 60 autographs each. Times 2 was 120 autographs that we were going to get that we knew before we even set foot out there. And it was funny. We were staying in the same hotel as the NFL guys. And then one morning, there was guys lined up outside our hotel room, outside, like I've done for hours and hours, many, many moons. And I said to my wife, look at all these goobers out here. They're out here waiting to get autographs. She goes, yeah, don't talk about them. You're usually that guy too. But I didn't need to because I already bought the tickets to the events. But we literally had our Chevy Blazer so filled with mini helmets that we almost had no room for our luggage. I have a picture of it somewhere. The 120 helmets I took out there, all stacked up in our hotel room, just waiting, and with everybody's name on the box, so we keep it straight on who you want to get. Lenny Moore on a Penn State helmet, John Mackey on this, Bob Greasy on a Purdue helmet, Bob Greasy on a Dolphins helmet, the guys I wanted, and it was great. 99, 2000, 2001, 2002 did that. 2002, that class was awesome. Dave Casper, John Stallworth, Jim Kelly, awesome. After that, there was no more Topps doing the autograph tents because you had guys like Montana and Barry Sanders who are money-grubbing a-holes there, and it became like a regular card show. Mounted Memories took over, and now every person was $60, $70 instead of the really fun thing. I felt bad for the older folks that had been collecting for years and been going out to Canton for 10 years and had a Canton Hall of Fame helmet with 50 signatures on it. Now all of a sudden it was going to cost them a fortune. It sucked just because you had money-hungry agents. And I don't know that it was Barry Sanders and Montana and Marino themselves as much as it was their agents, but it has never been the same since then. But if you are an NFL fan and you want to go out and you guarantee yourself 50 to 100 autographs, Canton, Ohio, coming up in August, the whole week is insane. Out in front of the McKinley Grand Hotel. It's in Canton. It's not a secret. The McKinley Grand Hotel. Anybody needs directions, I'll tell them where it is. They actually put tables and chairs out on the sidewalk for all these old timers to stop and sign autographs when they're going in and out from all the functions that they have all the time. And if you have a team like the Raiders or the Steelers having a player go in, it's like a family reunion. With John Stallworth was in, there had to be 25 Steelers players, former Hall of Famers, and Steelers players that were there. With Dave Casper going in the same year, it was a Raiders-Steelers fest. Al Davis, they must have had 20 ex-Raiders, former Raiders players there. So just take out, the helmets of the teams that you know are going to be there. And out in Canton, there's only 2 hotels that the visiting team stay in. When we went out, we were there for... When I found out in 2002 that my Seahawks were moved to the NFC, we were over at the Giants Hotel, and I was getting Jeremy Shockey on a Miami helmet. The Giants were playing the Texans as they came into the league, and those idiot Texans are why my Seahawks got moved to the NFC, because the NFL wanted to make space for a Cowboys-Texans Super Bowl to happen someday. So anyhow, but that's what you got. All right, so here's the remaining teams on the hockey right now. That's what we got, and we'll get rolling, and I'll shut up. But I'll give you information. I will not hold back. I will tell you any information you want to hear. Joe, you guys want to go out to any place you want to go? Let me know where you're at, and I'll tell you where you can go to come across these players. The hardest teams, the hardest players to get, and it's not for any other reason but just the sheer numbers of it, are NBA guys. A lot of them have attitudes. B, a lot of guys come out just wearing sweatshirts and hoodies going to the game. They're a little bit harder to reg. They're tall. But I will give credit. 1 year Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was here in Philly. He was a shooting coach for the Clippers. He was great. He couldn't have been nicer. I got him and Danny Manning, which were both Clippers coaches, which were the better players the Clippers had. And the rest of the regular Clippers players on their team, they were all ignorant. B.J. Armstrong from the Bulls. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen are signing autographs for people, but B.J. Armstrong says no. Yeah, it's bizarre. And Michael Jordan gets a bad rap. Michael Jordan can sign autographs every minute of every day that he's awake, and he still wouldn't sign enough to suffice everybody. Yeah, you know what, Jim? A lot of them come to Flyers games. There's an alumni game they do. That's a great source. And at the Carnival. Now, at the Carnival, the way it works is you buy tickets for this year's team. They'll have everybody listed, this year's team. And everybody else walking around the rink is all Hall of Famers, all old Flyers guys. Bill Barber, Oris Kinderchuk, Gary Dornhofer, Bill Clement, Bobby Clark, Bill Barber. They're all Bernie Parent. Bernie Parent's at every freaking Flyers game almost. He's usually in the lobby before the game. If you go to a game of the Philadelphia Flyers at the Wells Fargo Center, where they have the big Christmas tree at Christmas time, that lobby, the front lobby, I think it's the one that faces 95. It's not the one that faces the link. It's the other side, the one that faces 95. Bernie Parent is there signing autographs all the time. He and Bob Kelly are like the Flyers ambassadors. They are at every freaking game. So take a puck with you. Take a shirt with you, take whatever, but you're going to see, it's got to be before the game, for sure. But Bernie Parent's easy, and he lives in New Jersey. He's easy to get. And again, a lot of guys go over to where they practice. I'll tell you where that is, too, if you're up here. But, and Bernie Parent, he signs, a lot of these guys sign through the mail, too. So, anyhow. All right, so let's get rolling. I'll stop doing my autograph 101. But I thought I want to mention that, just in light of everybody out there with all the different stuff and a lot of money that people are putting out for stuff. Like I said, some of the helmet breaks are crazy. The 30 memorabilia thing for Dynasty Breaks, I love Dane. He does a really great job on that thing. But $319 for a spot, and you're random. That's hard because you get a random spot, and then you do a fantasy draft style for your teams. That's great, but you got teams that you don't even want. So, hey Mike, what's up, buddy? So pucks are doing it. Soon we fill it up here. We got the Hurricanes. We got the Lightning, we got the Senators, we got the Stars and the Wild, Coyotes, Jets, Flames, Knights, Kraken, and Sharks available yet. If anybody wants to grab any of them, now will be the time. And then we'll get rolling on that. And I know everybody wants to do a live fill for football, so maybe we'll mix back and forth. And I'll post up, I have a sheet here I can do for the jerseys. I'll just make sure that I didn't miss anything getting sold here on here as well for eBay, because the auctions were ending as we were going. I think we're good though. I think Radford was the last one to actually have stuff on there. And Dale already went on there and paid for his stuff. So yeah, so I think we're all good there. So this is what we got. So I'll type it in here. And then and I'll tell you what we got for mini helmets too. We can wipe off the board and I can put them up there. But I came up with this board tonight because I'm going to get a couple of them. I just haven't been to Staples. But I think it's a good idea because it shows you what's available, and you can go, oh, okay, while he's talking and running his mouth, which I'm doing occasionally, you can see who's available and what needs to be grabbed up. So there you go. The black ones are ones that were sold through eBay. The blue are ones that people have added since then. So right now, here we go. Teams left for the package. And like I was saying earlier, we got 2 more boxes, and then what I'm going to do for the next series, I'm going to put a checklist out that everybody knows what the heck you got, because it might deter some people from getting stuff if a player they really wanted is already grabbed, but it also can tell you what the heck is available. I didn't do this because I was rookie at not a rookie at collecting autographs, but I sure as hell was a rookie at breaking. And I kind of pissed at myself. I still don't have a way to get the stupid randomizer up on my screen. I got to work on I just haven't been able to take the time to do that because we're busy at my regular work too. But I was definitely a rookie when we started doing breaks, and I'm coming up with ideas as we go here, which is good. Even though I spent 2 months before I ever put a break out to try to do it right. I did some research and watch. I'm still a geek. I'm still up there, right? Watching the breaks. I watch breaks for stuff I don't even collect, just to see if I can, it was a better way to do it. I will definitely be on board with it. And there's some good pucks, man. We've had some good ones, but there's bunches more yet coming, and we still have yet to. We got one bonus puck. I think we had a graded Yager card in one box, but we got a couple other special ones too, which haven't popped out yet. So we'll see. But that's what we got. No, Chris, we're going to do mini helmets after this. Yep. We got 3 mini helmets behind there. I'm going to put that list up after we get the pucks. If we get them all sold out, I'll put the mini helmets out here on the board next. But that's what we got in the puckage. So, yeah. That's my cell phone. I answer it all the time. So just tell me, hey, this is Jim. Jim, your name and stuff. But that's my number. For Venmo or for PayPal, whatever, that's the last 4 digits. That's the number, 7092. I'm easy as hell to get a hold of. I'll spend hours talking. Yeah, as long as I'm not slamming Jim at work, or I'll help you in any way I can. Help you get lined up with anybody. Yep. Especially hockey. Hockey's my first love, dude. I've thousands of autographs in hockey, 8x10s. My only bummer part is when I started in hockey, my first 3 or 4 years getting autographs, I had no source to get a lot of the wholesale stuff that I got later, like 8x10s and pucks and stuff. I used to get a ton of cards signed, which are cool. I have a bunch. Maybe we'll do a card break one night, autograph cards in person, which are great. And I see they're going for a lot of money now too. But it was great with hockey guys. I mean, you could walk up to a guy like Keith Kachuk and you have 8 cards. You put a notebook together with 8 cards, the little picture tabs, and put your cards in there. He'd sign all 8. I mean, all the NHL guys would sign every card you put in front of them. It was funny as hell. One time Brett Hull came out and the kid was fumbling with his cards. Brett Hull was great. He'd always come out ahead of time. Team buses leaving at 10:30. Brett would come out at 9:30 just to sign autographs and get all done so you could go back and get coffee. And when you went to the bus, you could get everybody else and you wouldn't have to bother him. And the one kid had, he's reaching through. He's so excited. He's grabbing, I shouldn't say kid, he's 19, 18, whatever. But he's getting the cards out to get autographs. And Brett looks at him and goes, look, the next time I'm in town, if you don't have all these damn cards in an effing notebook, I'm not signing for you. And the kid looked like he was dead serious, but he was just screwing with him. But yeah, the notebook made it easier. So, but that's the kind of guy Brett Hull is. He was freaking awesome. So, anyhow. So that's what we got for pucks. Anybody want to grab some? If somebody wants to be creative, let's see. We got, how many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, if somebody wanted 10 spots left for pucks. If somebody wanted, they could have them all for $95. Just to fill it up and we can get rolling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, I got that right. Yep. So that's the puckage. And then I'm going to put we'll do the mini helmets. I'll get them posted here a while. Now, this that I'm going to post now is, and literally when we start breaking it, it'll be easy. I mean, I've wasted 45 minutes here now, but I knew we were going to start late today anyway. So for the 3 mini helmet break from eBay, okay, these are the teams that are available yet, and you can grab them. Available football teams are, and then again, these will be the same thing. They're like $12. We'll make this easy. We'll go just 10 a spot period, just for ease of being quick. So the Eagles are available. Commanders, and I'll put this list up so people can see. Vikings, let's see. Okay. And it's funny, the teams that hit a lot are always the ones that get filled up. I should have written stat. I'm a stat guy, so I should have done stats right off the get go on all the helmets that we've had on eBay, all the ones that have been won as this is the NFC. So that's the only teams. Okay, yeah, Chris, I'll put you down for them. So these are the NFC teams. So Chris is grabbing all the pucks, so that's fine. I'll leave you in blue. And we're going to just do CO, so we know. And then, if I hear screaming out there in internet land, if Chris kicks something and gets something good here, everybody had a chance. Everybody had about 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes there. Chris has been pretty smart. He grabs a lot of stuff sometimes. That's a brilliant thing to do. All right, yep, here, let me give you the AFC guys here a while. AFC, we got the Jets. Yep. And again, this is the 3-helmet eBay break. And then after I get these teams posted, I'll post the thing for our live fill one. Because everybody liked that, and that's fun too. And that works out really well. And it takes no time to fill up because there's only 8 spots. So that's pretty cool. So, all right. Brownies. And again, Ravens hit all the time. And I've seen, hey, good news for Texans fans too. I've seen Texans hitting a lot. Now they got C.J. Stroud and everything in there. Wow, in the AFC, I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams. That's all that's left in the AFC, so that's awesome. Yeah, you never know. Yep, you never ever know with the Ravens hit. We've had Rod Woodson, Todd Heap. I think I've had 2 Rod Woodsons hit. One was a white lunar eclipse, which was sweet. I forget who won that one. We had a black eclipse that was a Rod Woodson, which if you're gonna get a Ravens guy, he's the best guy other than Ray Lewis. And we had a Todd Heap, and I think we had a Patrick Queen. It might not have been when you were doing it, Kendall, but yeah, the Ravens hit a lot. And if you guys, again, I'm not crazy enough to think that you guys, a lot of guys. I hope everybody comes back all the time, but I know I'm not the only place anybody watches on here on the internet. I can tell you the places that break the helmets, but the only problem is some of the bids get crazy. The one place bids a whole case of Gold Rush all the time, but the Ravens always go for like $48 or $50. So if you're not getting 1 or 2 helmets, it makes it really hard, to do that if you're picking a couple teams. Like Kendall, you like the Ravens and the Bills. If you were bidding on both of those teams for that whole case of helmets, the Bills are probably going to run you $60, $70. I've got outbid at $80 already on them. And the Ravens are probably it's $110 for 2 teams that you hope you get something. It's kind of goofy. But, okay, so so now what I will do, Ben, you're out there watching. Okay, so now we're going to officially and like I said, if it fills up right away, maybe we'll do 2. It's 1 mini helmet. So essentially you get 4 teams from 22. So, and again, this will work by the rules on, I think Ben already said he wants to get the Bears, obviously. But when you go on here, you put your team name in. The 1 is fine if you just want to get 1 team and then put the 2 you want to pick. Get them out to me as quickly as possible. But there's only 8 spots, so there we go. It's official there. And I have Ben M has the Bears. Yeah, Ben M has the Bears. And then, Ben, you just got to pick your second team. And I'll get a separate sheet started for that one, too. That'll be easy. I'll just get a back of the sheet here on this. This will be for the NFL, for the live fill one. Robert, you want the Chargers? Okay. And, just get your one. Well, you could get both in. Okay, Ben. All right, you want KC in Chicago. Robert, San Diego. And whatever your team is. And good news on the horizon. I ordered a bunch of stuff this week. And I specifically ordered stuff for breaks because we're going to do our series as well as mixing in and it's all going to be authenticated stuff, obviously. This is for the live fill mini helmet, Dale, up on the top. One mini helmet, live fill. We're going to you get two. Buy the one we did the other night. Pick two, get two for $22. So, and it's 1 out of 8 chance. So Ben and Robert already have a spot. This is for the one. Oh, I dropped another freaking pen. What a dumbass. Denver and Pats. Okay, you got it. Boom. So, good news though. Because I'm going to be like so many people do on here, and especially because I don't have to worry about an eBay description on it if we're doing the live fill stuff. Okay, Robert, Green Bay. Okay. Yeah, you change that up. That's good. Thanks, Ben. Dale gets New England and Denver. So, I ordered a bunch of I ordered helmets that I know people want, paid more money for them, but they're teams that don't hit in freaking Gold Rush, which is working on my nerves, watching the same damn freaking 12 teams, 15 teams get hit out of a case of 30. There's 32 teams in the NFL, man. So, it'll be great because it'll be on our series boxes. And it's going to be Series 2. It's going to be bright green is the label. And it's going to be freaking awesome because it's going to be the best world of TriStar, Gold Rush, JSA, RSA, and Beckett. And they're all going to be pretty authenticated, but it's going to be good stuff. So, and will not be the same over and over teams. So, anyhow, so that's what we got going. Okay, so the pucks are filled up. The NFL mini helmets up here, we've only got... All right. And then this is the randoms. Kendall, if you're getting in, you can get in there. If you want your bills, I would jump on your bills there. If not, that's fine too. But this is for the single fill like we did the other night. Everybody likes that because there's only 8 spots and it fills up really quick. There's only 5 spots left already and we just did it, so... Pick 2, get 2. Boop. Cool. And we'll do the randoms after everybody picks their picker teams. Anyhow, so while we got it going here, we'll get something breaking here while we're letting people fill that up. You can feel free. And we're styling the 9-ball tonight. We went with the camo one. This is our other set of billiard balls that we have. I have like 3. Was going to get the Seahawks, but the blue and green were kind of ugly because they don't have any kind of character to them. They're blue and green balls. It's like kind of goofy. But 9-ball, 9 on the break, baby. And here's our list. So we got our pucks down below here. Let me pull that up. So here are our 3 helmets here. That is for the eBay break right here. Again, like I put in the description, it's a mix of all 3. So there is the 3 helmets right there. 1, 2, 3. We'll pile them up. Hopefully they don't crash. Boom. Hockey pucks, 9 on the break. His Shark Week is coming up. Carcarian Carcarius. Carchi Romano. Got some cool cards too for non-break teams tonight. For teams that don't hit. So we'll be good there. For Thursday, we're going to do the ink threads. We're going to do a full-size Fanatics helmet. Christopher, okay. Christopher, what's your last? Okay, I'll go by Christopher because Chris O is the other one. So, so you want the Eagles and Falcons? Yep, they're available if you want them. $22. You can send it through PayPal or Venmo. I'll put that on here in case anybody doesn't have it. Hey Warren, how you doing? How you been? Warren, what we started doing the other night, it's a live fill. It makes it really easy for people. Let me put my Venmo in here, and then we'll. And then the last 4 digits of the phone number if they need it, which I don't know if they do if it's first time. Phone is, there you go. That's how you pay. So Warren, what we're doing, the 2 for 2, is you pick 2 teams for $22 and you get 2 random teams. So it's pretty cool. There's only 8 spots, so you got a 1/8 shot of winning the helmet right off the get-go. And it fills up really fast. Everybody likes it, and they're always good helmets, so everybody loves it. So we started doing that. We're probably gonna do the same thing for live, for full size. So, but the live fill, like I said, we're gonna do a Fanatics one later in the week. That's gonna be freaking cool. Be a little bit more expensive only because it's a Fanatics helmet. Some of those helmets can go $2,000. I wanted my Stefan Diggs. Yep, that's for 1 mini helmet, but it's a live fill. It's sitting right over there. Be ready to roll. Yep. Like I said, there's 8 spots total. So you pick 2 teams and you get 2 random teams. After everybody picks their 2, we randomize the 8 people's names in there to do a draft order. And then we randomize the remaining 16 teams. So it's kind of cool. The other night, the first one, somebody won on a picked item. The second one won on a random team. So that was kind of neat. And then again, guys, here are the ones that are available for the 3 mini on eBay. Whoop. And those are $10 a spot. Christopher, cool. I'll mark you off there, bud. So I'll put Christopher, not Chris O, Christopher. So you've got the Eagles. You got Philly. And Falcons. Yeah, the Falcons, man, they hit all the time in Gold Rush for sure. I watched the case open up the other night, and it wasn't even the normal people I watched the case open up through. And out of 12 helmets, it was 2 Steelers, 2 Falcons, and 2 Bills. 1 freaking Warren. Cowboys. Okay, so you want, all right, Thomas, you want the Bills. Okay. Yep, and you got to pick another team too. Warren, I got you. Cowboys, Falcons, Browns. You got 2 spots. Okay. How you been? I saw that you won some stuff the other night. I'm always rooting for. It's kind of funny when I'm a geek. Like I said, I'm watching the damn breaks at nighttime, even when I'm not in them. And it's funny. I'll see Chris or Warren or Don S. or somebody that's always in our breaks trying to win something. I'm like, yeah, go. I'm rooting for you. So I'm a fan. And they see that's kind of funny. Everybody gets to know each other. Yeah, Thomas. Yeah. Now, Christopher, you got the Eagles and the Falcons. Look on your text just a little bit above you. You got the Eagles and the Falcons, which is a good call because the Falcons hit all the time. Thomas L. I got you for the Bills. You got to pick one other team. And then there's only one more spot in that helmet then. One remaining spot. Oh, Chris, you might in that one. Yeah, you. Let's see. On the Cowboys. Yep, Chris L, you are in the three helmet for the Cowboys. Yep. Yepper. Yeah, the 3 helmet break that we're going to do right after the pucks, you already have the Cowboys in that one. You are correct. Boop. Yep, and I'll show that list too. Yep. So Thomas, you got to pick another team yet, and we got 1 spot left. Okay, and while everybody's looking at that, we're going to start doing the hockey pucks so we can get breaking some stuff here. Yeah, thanks for clarifying that. Yeah, Warren, you pick 2 teams and you get 2 randoms. So if you want 2 spots, that's fine. If you only want 1 spot, that's fine too. Just let me know for sure. Yeah, 2 spots, you know. Yeah. So if you want 2 spots, that's fine. It's $44, but you just let me know what 2 you want. All right, Chris is getting the Vikings and Raiders. That'll fill. If Warren gets the 2nd spot, that'll fill it up. Chris O. Raiders. And just waiting for Thomas on his other team. And Warren, just clarify, yep. So, yeah, if Warren wants the 2 spots, then that one is filled. If he only wants 1 spot, then we have 1 spot open. Just let me know. All right, we're going to start breaking on this stuff a while, and then we'll do the 3 mini helmet one and the live fill one too. Okay? So, we'll be good there. Just let me know to clarify. Thank you again for jumping in there, Kendall. That's good to know. Yep, because if you want, you can definitely have 2 spots. Chris did it the other night. Okay, so here's our break on our hockey pucks. Well, if you want those 2 spots, it's, yeah. Okay, so for the Cowboys, Eagles, la la la. And Christopher, you do have the Falcons, buddy. So Warren does not have the Falcons here. Because Christopher already claimed the Falcons. Got the Eagles and the Falcons. So we'll go down that list in a minute. So let Warren figure out what he wants to do there. And we're going to do our hockey pucks. So here we go. We're going to get started on breaking stuff here. And then we'll go one at a time on the other ones. We'll do the randomly on the mini, the single mini. But before we do the single mini, we'll let the teams... so these are the teams that are available on the 3 mini helmet break from eBay. Okay, not from eBay, from eBay. There you go, boom. Boop. Yep. You'll take those in the Browns. Okay, Warren, I got you. So Warren, you got Dallas and the Browns, Cleveland and the Rams. You got 2 spots. Okay. Yep, Thomas, you have the Dolphins from eBay on that 3. Yep. Yep, which is why it's not available on there. Yep, that is correct. So then I'll have your shipping information too, which would be good. But this single helmet, you want the Dolphins on that one too? Okay, as Bills and Dolphins, you got it. So you got the Bills in Miami on that one then too. Okay. Yep, you got it. Yep. So the 3 helmets are a different one. So okay, let's get rolling. We'll do the hockey pucks here quick, and then we'll clarify. We'll do the football helmets, and we'll be good. Alrighty. So 9 on the break, of course. Boo boo boo. And our Sharky's getting ready to have his big week in the hockey puckage, which we got here. Jim B has the Flyers. Anthony O has the Rangers. Steve S has the Islanders. Jim B has the Devils. The Capitals are owned by Robert J. The Hurricanes is Chris O'Neill. Everywhere you see Chris O is BCO. CO. Yep. Dallas Rams, Browns, Eagles. Dallas Rams, Brown Eagles. Yeah, Chris has Eagles, Warren. You just got to pick a different team other than Eagles. Yeah, they're up here in the text, so we'll list those teams off before we pull. But Chris has Eagles, so you got one more to pick yet, and it's all filled up, so nobody else can grab teams until then. So. So, and nobody else can grab any more because it's got 8 spots already filled. So we'll go through and we'll let Warren pick his last team there before the random. You can pick it right before the random. So, all right, we're going to do pucks now. So, all right, so here we go. Where were we at? Dale C. Okay, Falcon. And the Falcons he already has. Chris already has. Christopher has the Falcons and Eagles. Okay, so Blue Jackets, Chris O. Penguins, Dale C. Robert J has the Red Wings. Joe R has the Maple Leafs. Joe R has the Canadians. Chris O has the Panthers. Chris O has the Lightning. Brenna K has the Bruins. The Sabres are Robert J. Senators are Chris O. Stars are Chris O. The Wild are Chris O. Dale C has the Avalanche. The Blues are Robert J. Charlene has the Blackhawks. Chris O has the Coyotes. The Predators are Jim B. Jets are owned by Chris O. The Flames. Robert J has the Oilers. The Kings are Chris O. Ducks are Chris O. Knights are Chris O. As well as Krakens and Shark. And then Joe R has the Canucks. Okay, Warren, Commanders, you got it, buddy. Now we're good. And as soon as we get done doing the pucks, we'll add the random teams in here. And we'll get to do that one too. So, okay, so that one right now. Yeah, no worries. I got you, Thomas. No problem, buddy. Rookie. Hey, that's right. Hey, we're all rookies at one time, man. Yeah, let me see here. So Ben, I got Robert, Chris. Boop. Yep. Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. Chris. Yep. Yeah. So Thomas, do you want? Are you? You know what? We'll figure it right after we do this. We're going to do the hockey pucks, and we're going to do the the 3 helmet break that was on eBay, and then we'll do the 1 helmet. But if you don't want the Bills in Miami and that, yeah, we're good there. Yeah. My daughter, hey Jim, my daughter and her boyfriend and his friend and his girlfriend, they were down here playing freaking cornhole like right before he started. I mean, literally, I put the table down. I had to put my pool table back there. I had to set all this up in 15 minutes. It was freaking funny. Yeah, let's do this. You got it, man. How you doing tonight, Steve-O? I hope you're doing great. So, and note to everybody, stuff is on the way out, packed up. I do not want stuff sitting on people's doorsteps. I've heard too many things about packages missing from people over the holidays. So with people being away for 4th of July weekend or traveling, I didn't want stuff sitting out. I came home the other day, I had 5 packages sitting out on my freaking step all freaking day. And it just drives me crazy. So look for your stuff. I'm probably going to ship it all together with what we got tonight too. It'll probably all go out like Tuesday morning. But anybody that's already got stuff in, I might unpack it and repack it to get it there. My daughter's going to help me, and we're going to bang it all out shipping-wise. But that way you get everything together, and I don't have to worry about something disappearing from somebody's house. So I've yet to have anybody. I had one guy that couldn't find his photo, but then he texted me yesterday to let me know that he got it a week ago. His kid brought it in the house, and he never even knew it. So anyhow, here we go. All right, yeah, bills and pins. I'll pay. All right, cool. Yeah, just do PayPal. All right, here we go, guys. We're going to do the break. Again, good luck to everyone. And this will be fun because we'll roll now. All right, here we go. Hockey pucks. Like I said, we've got one more series or 2 more boxes of 10 of this series. And then you'll see a different logo, different label, different pucks pictured. Because all the pucks that were on this logo, all this label, are all in this. Ray Bork was one. The Esposito. Bernie Perrant. The John LeClaire. The Joe Sakic. We have not had the graded card yet. The Ray Bork helmet was one. Medano has not come out yet. Andrew Chuck, I think we saw on the Maple Leafs before. I know he's also in a Bruins. So, but yeah, these are all actual pucks. There's nothing weird. Hopefully everybody can see this okay. So here we go. Yeah, cool. Pull out all this crap. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. All right. Good luck to everyone. NHL hologram. 1, 2, and 3. Nice. Detroit Red Wings, which is by our board. Let me get the board so I can see it. Ba-boom. Our Detroit Red Wings are owned by tonight Robert J. Cujo, baby. The goaltender extraordinaire from the Detroit Red Wings. That's freaking awesome. I always loved Cujo. He's such a great dude. And yep. So, yeah, Thomas, it's $22, dude. You get 4 teams. So, Cujo, Curse Joseph, awesome. It sucks. I don't like the Red Wings or the Evil Empire when it comes to a Dallas Star and a Philadelphia Flyers fan. I mentioned my sports card store earlier. I had so much Flyer stuff. One of the coolest experiences I've ever had. I had a lot, but one of the coolest things I ever had. Flyers make the Stanley Cup Finals. Eric Lindros has finally delivered. 1996. We're ready to go. We're playing the Red Wings and Steve Yzerman, Darren McCarthy, and all those boys. Scotty Bowman's boys. I'm at the pep rally in Philadelphia that Friday morning. Night Ranger, one of my favorite bands from the 80s and 90s, is playing there. I had a jersey that said 95, 96 on one sleeve and on the other, 96 on the back, and it said Flyers. It was signed by the whole team. Jack Blades from Night Ranger asked me before they went on stage if he could wear my jersey. And I'm like, hell yeah, dude. So I took it off quick. And then he wanted to keep it, which I should have just made him a trade. But anyhow, he wore my jersey playing Don't Tell Me You Love Me, Sister Christian. They played like 5 songs out in front of the Wells Fargo Center. Well, it was the First Union Center then. But it was awesome. And then afterwards, he wanted to keep my jersey. I said, dude, what can you give me in place of it? He was going to give me a guitar. I should have just taken the guitar because my daughter loves guitar. I didn't know that then. She wasn't even a wink in my eye yet. So, but it was awesome. If I could find a video of him doing that, that would be awesome. But my idiot Flyers went and proceeded to get swept by the Red Wings. So my store that was open on Fridays and Saturdays, I had loaded up my store with all this Flyer stuff, all the Stanley Cup stuff, all the finals pennants, all the stuff with it. And the next week it was useless because they had already gotten swept by the stinking Red Wings. So, yes, I love Cujo. No, I do not like this stinking Red Wing logo. Anyhow, and I was a big Stevie Yzerman fan until then. They hosed my Flyers. Ronnie Hextall did not, and Garth Snow ended up playing in net. So, but Jack Blades wore my jersey to sing all his songs for Night Ranger at the pep rally. So that is freaking cool. I'll always remember that. And he gave me a real cool Night Ranger poster signed by all of them, a couple guitar picks and all that stuff. I have all that. But here we go. Cujo. All right, here we go. Next one. And a 1 and a 2. We're going to turn around. It's an NHL puck. Woo! Boston Bruins. Brenna Kay, welcome to the Thunder Zone here. I just mentioned him a minute ago on the box. We have him in a Maple Leafs puck. Dave Anderchuk. He wore 38 with the Bruins, which is a weird number for him because he always wore 14 with the Maple Leafs and the other teams he played for. But Hall of Famer Dave Anderchuk, nice hit on a Bruins puck. That's awesome. Dave Anderchuk. That was cold, snowy. I remember that because the pen always gets funky when it's like snowflakes are hitting your freaking puck. It's always fun. You get to know that, Jim, if you get to go out for hockey. One thing about hockey autographs, it's in the cold, so you got to be dedicated to go to the opposing team's hotel and get. I remember I lost 2 silver pens in the same time when the Buffalo Sabres were in. Patty LaFontaine, the one pen was frozen on him, and Rob Ray, the pen was frozen on him. So that was fun. All right, here we go. And a 1 and a 2. And this is your LA Kings and superstar Chris O. Rob Blake, Canadian-born player, Hall of Famer, All-Star, awesome player for the Kings, defenseman. Rob Blake played for Team Canada in the World Cup and the Olympics. Absolutely awesome. Cool. With the silver and black logo, not the purple. Awesome. Rob Blake, good hit for Chris O. Here we go. Number 4. Oh, my St. Louis Blues. And this would be Robert J. Congrats, buddy. Grant freaking Fuhr. It's funny because he's 31 on the Blues as well. But Cujo, when he played on the Blues later in life, was 31. So I don't know if you won the Cujo puck earlier. We had a Blues one out there earlier. But that's awesome. Grant Fuhr. I think we have an Edmonton puck. So it hasn't been one yet. 4-time Stanley Cup champion with the Edmonton Oilers. Freaking awesome. All right, here we go. And a 1 and a 2. Phoenix Coyotes. This would go in the realm of Chris O as well. I gotta look that up. I should know. Yeah. I gotta look this up. Corey, I'm forgetting how to Zhitnik. I forgot how to say his last name. But Chris O on the Coyotes. I will look that up. It's on the COA, so there you go. So that's our first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And bing ding. I need a horn like the Geico commercial with that. We love our house, but the lights. The Stud O Stars. Chris O. Good call. You took the Stars. This is one of the boxes that's way freaking cool. Okay, we have pucks. We have some stuff you don't get a puck. This is even better than a puck. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. So we have got, this is the Stud O Stars. This is Dallas Stars from the Stanley Cup champion stuff here. This is freaking awesome. Mike Modano, Upper Deck, Be a Player, autograph card. Upper Deck authenticated. Absolutely freaking phenomenal. It's probably a $50 card. Brett Hull, the Be a Player, Upper Deck authenticated again. He's a member of the Stars when this was rolling. And the graded rookie card of this is all for Dallas Stars, which would be Mr. Chris O. Freaking awesome. This is Dallas Stars little stars pack, if you will. Really, really cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Congrats, Chris O, to the Stud O Stars. Cool. Next one. Told me that we had cool stuff. Oh, man. Oh, man, I saw it too early. Oh, I'm excited too now. Damn it. Turner, well, I already blew it. Dale, you're going to be happy little camper. 1 and 2, been waiting for this freaking puck to come out. The man, Mario freaking Lemieux of your Pittsburgh Penguins. Awesome, awesome dude. I am not a Penguins fan. Remind me, I am not a Penguins fan because I'm a Flyers fan, but he is my guy that gets the pass on wearing the wrong jersey. Mario Lemieux is my hockey god. He is awesome. He's amazing. Was always the coolest person on the planet. Has come off the bus to sign stuff. Has stopped on the street in Philly to sign stuff. He is the man. Him and Brett Hull, 1 and 2, baby, as far as fandom and as far as caring about the fans. Mario freaking Lemieux, yeah. Finally out of the box. Dale, congrats, man. That's freaking awesome. Kaboom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. We could just play the fireworks for a while for Mario. Next. Here we go. Maybe we shouldn't move on to the next. Maybe we should just end it with that. That's awesome. Mario. Woo. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. All right, here we go. Next one. Boom. Anthony. Oh, this is a great box. This is awesome. Anthony O, welcome to the party. This is a freaking Adam Graves New York Rangers puck. The best part about, well, Adam Graves is a great player. He was underrated. He was freaking awesome. Every time we got him after they won the cup, he put 1994 on it because that's when the Rangers finally broke the curse and won the cup. Adam freaking Graves, number 9 for the New York Rangers, 1994 cup year. Ironically, they had the All-Star game in New York that year. And I'm one of these geeks that notices this crap. It was funny that if you look at the 90s, even back now, the year before Montreal had the All-Star game in Montreal, they won the cup that year. Yes, it happens. The Devils had the All-Star game. They won the cup that year. It happened like 4 years out of 5 that the team that hosted the All-Star game, i.e. the Rangers, 1994, won the cup that year. It's crazy. It was like a pattern that was developing. The Oilers had the All-Star game. They won the cup. It was strange, but it was like 5 years out of 6. I noticed that stuff because I'm weird. But yeah, awesome. Cool. Adam Graves. Which sucks because I used to like to cheer every Rangers game, 1940, because that was the last time they had won. And it's even funny. Steve can probably attest if he's gone to Islanders games back in before the Rangers won in 94. You could be at an Islanders game. I was at an Islanders Stars game. Dallas Stars were in an island. They're playing the Islanders. And people started chanting 1940. Why? Because the Islanders fan hate the freaking Rangers. It was funny. Rangers weren't even in the same state. And they were cheering 1940. Because the Islanders, of course, had 4 cups in a row. So, but anyhow. All right, on the next. Mr. Jim, you're on a hot streak, buddy. Welcome to the party again. Game puck. Official NHL game puck. Jim B. with the Vinny Prospal win for the Flyers. Yeah, well, you got the puck. Well, at least it says you won the puck. I hope you won the puck. Maybe I wrote that down. Did I write that down wrong? I'll have to look. I'll look on eBay. Oh, it was an accident? That's a happy accident, dude. Yeah, there you go, Steve. 1940. Bop, 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 bop. Yep. It was crazy, man. And that's that hotel setup. If you're a hockey fan, I don't know if it's changed now, but if you're a hockey fan, there couldn't be a better setup. The Marriott is literally 500 yards from the Nassau Coliseum, and the teams walk to the stadium on game day, back and forth. It couldn't be any easier for, quote, shooting ducks in a barrel going, hey, can I please have your autograph? It was awesome. And we were up there hanging in the hotel, and all the Dallas Stars players after the game were all hanging in the hotel. It was freaking awesome. So Mike Modano, Darian Hatcher, Sergei Zubov, all those guys. Yeah, I know they built a new building. How close is it? I haven't been to the new place. Is it nice? Because the old place, I honestly, dude, how the Islanders ever competed at all in the 90s and the 2000s? I mean, they didn't even have advertising boards around the side of the rink like everybody had. It was cement. So I don't know how the Islanders ever kept. I mean, when they had Tommy Salo and those guys, and you know, and Brian Berard, and that whole group of guys, it was a pretty, Scott LaChance, pretty good group of guys. I don't know how the hell they competed payroll when Brett Lindros was there and all them, because they had no advertising anywhere. Everybody else has got flashing everywhere. Oh, really? Yeah, that kind of sucks. Well, that was the perfect scenario. And even the Islanders at the old place used to just walk up and walk right out to their cars right by it. It was awesome. The Flyers were that way. Before Lindros got to the Flyers, all the at the old Spectrum, the Spectrum was great. All the Flyers used to come up out of the offices after the game and walk right through the fans to go to their cars. They all parked in the parking lot, just in a regular parking lot. I mean, it was like I could have been parked right next to freaking Kevin Dineen's car or Gary Galley or any of the Flyers guys. Tommy Soderstrom. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. And then when Lindros came to the Flyers, I mean, Lindros was great. He could have signed every minute of every day and everybody had enough of them. But they made him park where the tunnel was with his car. But he still signed, Eric Lindros signed every night after the game. He'd go in and have his steak or whatever after in the restaurant. Every night at the Flyers, he'd come out about 11:15, and you had to be there for him. But every night he'd pull his car up, he'd pull his Nissan Pathfinder up, or when he got a fancier one, you know, his BMW and all that stuff. But he would, everybody would form a line right next to his car. He would sign for every person after a game that was staying there. And you had to stay there until midnight to get them. But, you know, hockey guys are great. They're just great. But congrats on that new arena up there. I'll have to go up and see that because Nassau is a great place to see a game. Out where Nassau Coliseum is a cool area of Long Island. Pretty cool. All right, Jim, welcome to the party. Vinny Prospel, Flyers game puck. Nice puck. Good player. He played most of his career with the Flyers. I think he moved on to Canadians and stuff like that, but it's a game puck. Vinny Prospel. Awesome dude. Congrats to Jim again. Let me see if we got any more in here. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, Chris. I missed one card in the box, buddy. Yeah, we got one more puck. But also, again, this is the Stars. And Eddie Belfour, the goaltender of the Stars that year, with his patch card, his jersey patch. The red patch, because he used the Blackhawks jersey patch in his. But how awesome is that as far as the Stars package here? Eddie Belfour, Mike Modano, Brett Hull, and a Brett Hull rookie card. Freaking awesome. Chriso, boom, congrats, buddy. All right, we got one more puck in here, too. Here we go. And this will go out to Robert J. Hitting it up. Do you like fighters, Rob? Rob Ray. The aforementioned Rob Ray earlier. 32, Buffalo Sabres. Freaking awesome. He played on the Stanley Cup Finals losing team that my Dallas Stars beat him with Brett Hull. The game-winning goal. His foot was not in the crease. They changed the rule after that anyway. But anyhow, Rob Ray played on that team with Brad May, Matthew Barnaby, Dominic Hasek. A lot of really good players on that team. Alexei Zhitnik. That tells you how much of a hockey geek I am. That was a team in 1990 or 99, 2000. So what's that? 23 years ago, and I can rattle off 10 players from that team. I'm weird. But anyhow, Rob Ray, awesome. Boom. You got a fighter because he likes to hit. So pretty cool set of pucks. 9 pucks, but this is all the goodies for the Stars package there for Chris O. So there you go. Awesome. Pucks, like you said, pucks are always awesome. Everybody loves them. And they're players you've heard of. We don't have... Well, my one thing I got with my case of what I got from Frozen Pond earlier in the year is I got 5 guys that were, to say they were average players at best were it would be an overstatement. So we always have. I don't usually have the non-known players. Cool, awesome. So that's that. We got our hockey. our pucks. So we're good there. I'm going to snap a picture of our board so I make sure I have all that. So I don't miss any of that. And there's our board. Boom. Okay. So the next. All right. Next we got our 3 mini helmets. We'll put them right here. Whoop. And right here. Whoop. Okay. So on our mini helmets that we got here, we've got some. This is the eBay break. For 3 minis. And we could go home and rip them, but I would hate to have like 2 of them not get claimed or something like that. That would suck. So if we could possibly get them filled up here, we'll do that right away. Let me see how many teams we got. $10 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so that's what we got. So and we got teams that hit. I mean, there's Bo Jack, a lot of stuff for Raiders. Okay, Jim, you want $10 for the Eagles? All right, you got the Eagles. So we got 12 spots. Yep. I'll put you down, Jim, for the Eagles. The Birds. Robert, you want the Vikings? Okay. And you're just sending the $10 in. That's fine. And I'll put Jim for the Eagles. Cool. Vikings are due to hit, man. I see them hitting everything I got, except for what I've gotten so far. With freaking Rich Gannon, Randy Moss tonight. I've seen TJ Hawkinson already on a Vikings helmet. That's sweet. He's a good player. So, yeah, Steve, I know you're hockey guys. Yeah, have a good night, bud. Yeah, you didn't hit the Islanders tonight, but hey, maybe next one. Dale wants the Raiders. I'll put you down for the Raiders. And Dale, that'd be cool as hell to see the ye old freaking Bo Jackson come popping out. That'd be cool because Bo knows football, and Bo's helmets are crazy good. And he's got a pretty good autograph too. Actually, you can it's legible. You can almost read Bo Jackson out of it. So, all right. So we got. All right. So you got Viking. Okay, you got 10 spots. So 10 spots on that one from eBay. Which is insane because there's $12, $13 on eBay. But if somebody wants to be wild and woolly there, we'll close it out. $95 to close it out. You get 10 spots. That's pretty good. Especially if you hit 2 helmets like our boy Radford did last week in Hawaii. Hopefully, Radford, you're still hanging there with us. It's early where you're at, so you, I don't know, it's probably 5 o'clock 6 o'clock in the afternoon where you're at, buddy. Yeah, Robert, you got the only ones that are sucking it up a little bit here are us East Coast guys that are it's a little bit later here. Like I said, we can rip them, but I hate to have it open. And while everybody's looking at that, we'll do the random thing for the other one. Okay, so I'll do this one a while. These are our 8 combatants in the other one. We're going to do the mini helmet back there. Blah 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 blah. So that's what we got here. We're going to do the randoms. These are the 8 teams that are taken. So I will put the other ones into the little randomizer thingy-jiggy here. And we'll see what we got. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Robert. Yeah, he paid his in there. Ben, Chris. Cool. I'll check the other ones. Cool. All right. So let me put in the teams that are not. Get my little randomizer thingy-jiggy going here. And we'll rock it, roll it. But like I said, I got some way cool stuff coming in. So, man, tune in Thursday. It should be a hoot with our stuff. So that'd be cool. All right, so we got All right. So Dallas, Commanders, the Eagles, the Giants, the G-Men. Nobody has. Whoop. So I'll let everybody look at that. If you want to put, anybody wants to pick any of those last 10 teams. Bears, everybody's got that. Yeah, we've hit a couple bucks, and the bucks are available. That's kind of... let's see what else we have. Falcons. We got Falcons already. But Panthers. So we got the Seahawks. Cards. Yeah, it was funny the other night. I was talking to my daughter. I'm like, hey, honey, watch this. A red Trey Lance helmet's going to come out. And damned if it wasn't the next freaking helmet. It was kind of funny. So I don't think and Warren's got the Rams, so we're good there. And then in the... Jim, you want the Falcones? Okay. 10 bananas. I got you on there, my friend. So now we got 9 spots left. Yeah, they grabbed them up, Chris. Yeah, so 9 spots. We'll go. Yeah, they just grabbed them. That's what we got left there. Let me finish on our other stuff here. Bills, Miami. So we got Jets. Yeah, Chris, if you want to close out, bud, you can. There you go. You got 9 spots. You get $80. You can roll the rest, as they say. Roll that beautiful bean footage. All right. Ravens. Let's see what we have. Right. Colts, Texans. All right, I'll put you down for them, bud. Yeah, Chris, you got a lot of stuff coming, dude. You got 2 boxes of stuff again. I got just make you aware. I didn't know if anybody's going to be away for the holidays and stuff. I didn't want anybody's stuff wandering away. Get home and go, oh boy, I had a package there for a couple of days. Or your neighbor go, hey, you had a package there, and then it's not there no more. That would suck. KC, San Diego. I keep calling your Chargers San Diego still. I apologize. One of these days I'll have that. Denver Falcons. Let me scroll up here to Warren. I want to make sure I got. Okay, Rams, Browns, and Commanders. Okay, we got that. Okay. Two, 4, 6. Okie dokie. Cool. All right, Chris, I'll mark you down for those teamage. I'm gonna put you in here, and I don't have orange. You know what? I do have orange. We're gonna do orange. So that make it easy. I'll put CO and CO. All right, we're good. We're ready there, and we're ready. Okay, so the 3 helmet one is closed, and our single helmet one is closed. So we're gonna be breaking some helmets, and all we got is the hockey jersey after that. So 3 helmet is closed. And right now we're going to do our randomizer thingamajiggy for our single one. We'll do that one first as the PA State Resistance. Okay, so we've got, all right, so these are the teams. Hold on. Okay, so first we're going to put our team names in here for our peeps. So we got Chris O, Chris O, and we got Warren, and Warren, and then we got Ben, we got Robert, we got Dale, we got Christopher, and we got Thomas. Okay. So our rule here is that we always randomize 9 times. And like I said, eventually I will get this on my damn screen. If anybody knows how to do that, and they want to call me, I will gladly walk through it. These are our 8 people in our single helmet. Okay, and we're going to randomize this. Let me keep it clear here. Maybe move it over that way. There we go. There we go. That's better. So we're going to randomize this puppy 9 times. This will be for the draft order for the randoms. So... okay, as you can see, it has been done 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times, and here is, whoop, there we go, and here is our 9th time. Boom. All right, so it got Robert, Chris, Defer, and then Warren. We're going to take a screenshot of that. So our random teams will be awarded in this order: Robert through Thomas, and then coming back, it'll be Thomas through Robert. So Robert, Christopher, Warren, Ben, Dale, Chris O, Warren, Thomas L. Okay, we got on my list there. Boom, 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 right there on the list. Yep. All right, so here we go. And now we're going to do our randomizer again, and we will do the 16 remaining teams that are randoms. We'll plug those little puppies right in there. Boom. Okay, so here's our teams. Oop, come on. I know you want to do it. There we go. All right, so here's the teams that are available that nobody has yet. Okay, you got the Giants, Lions, Saints, Bucks, all these teams. We're going to do the same random thing with them 9 times. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, here we go. We're on our last one. Again, we'll get the screen up here again so we can see it. There we go. And our last time, boom. Okay, so numero 1, the Lions will go to Robert. Christopher will get the Seahawks. The Jags will go to Warren. Ben will have the Colts. The Bucks will be Dale's. The Texans will be Chris O. The Giants will be Warren. And Thomas L. will have the Panthers. So that's what we got there. Jacksonville, Ben. Okay, and then on the way back up, there we go. Okay, the Niners will go to Thomas L. The Ravens, if everyone wants to get a screenshot, the Ravens, they're all straightened up. Ravens go to Warren G. The Jets go to Chris. The Cards go to Dale. The Saints go to Ben. The Bengals go to Cincinnati. The Steelers go to Christopher. And the Raiders go to Robert. All right, so here we go. Our list of our team names as we're getting ready to roll here, baby. Okay. Chris, excuse me, has the Minnesota Vikings, the Raiders, hold on. Yeah, hold on. Let me combine these two here so we got this right. Chris got the Raiders. Robert does not have the Raiders. My bad. Green Bay, got that. And got Denver, which Dale has. KC, which Ben has. The Chargers, which Robert has. The Raiders, which Chris has. Colts. Yeah, Robert has Tennessee. That's what. Okay, put the Raiders in there for Tennessee. Anyhow, so here we go. Ready? Everybody, I hope everybody's listening. Okay, so Chris has the Minnesota Vikings and the Raiders, as well as the Texans and the Jets. Warren has the Cleveland Browns, the Los Angeles Rams, the Dallas Cowboys, the Washington Commanders, the New York Giants, the Baltimore Ravens, the Jacksonville Jags, and Cincinnati. This is in our single helmet here. Ben has Kansas City, Chicago, Indianapolis, and New Orleans. Robert J has the Chargers, the Packers, the Lions, and the Tennessee Titans, which would also include the Houston Oilers, if there's an Earl Campbell there. Dale has New England, the Denver Broncos, or My Little Ponies as we like to call them, and the Buccaneers in Arizona. Christopher has the Philadelphia Eagles, the Falcons, those are 2 birds, but he's also got the Seahawks, which is 3 birds, and he's got the Pittsburgh Steelers, which is not a bird. And then Thomas L has the Bills, Miami, Carolina, and San Francisco. So that is in our single break. So we're going to hit we'll hit that one first. Let's see what we got there. Move these three right here to the side. All right, let's pull this guy and see what we got for this guy first. This is the live fill one, and then we're going to do the eBay 3 one after that, which is right here. And we'll go down those names too, just make sure everybody's got them. Everybody good? Everybody can hear, right? Let's see if we can hear, see. Everything good? Everybody can see that? Boop, boop. Good. Cool. Good luck to everybody. Here we go. Whoop. Like I said, you're going to see more and more of our boxes. The next series is going to be bright green, but it's going to be combining Gold Rush with TriStar, with JSA, with RSA, with whole bunches of helmets and stuff. So it's going to be awesome. And there'll be I'm going to put a checklist out so everybody knows what the heck they got a shot to hit too. Not just the same 15 players that Gold Rush has every time. So here we go. Good luck. Let's go, go, go. Oh, I have to get some boxes. Let's see what we got. Oh, here we go. Oh, we got a helmet. Oh, it is orange. It's orange. There's only a few teams that are orange. Let's see what we got. Oh, it is the Monsters of the Midway. This is sweet. It's a speed. Man, what is this one of theirs? The Flash. It's not the Flash. It's not bright and shiny. I guess it is kind of their Flash. The Chicago Bears. The Bears. In the bright orange, which I guess would be their Flash version. It's not chrome. So that's pretty cool. Let's see who we got here. Turn around. 1 and 2. And, oh, we got a good one. We got a good one. Mr. Robert Urlacher. 54 Hall of Fame 2018 linebacker extraordinaire. Cool. It is not Roquan Smith. I've seen Roquan Smith on about 3 million helmets. Brian Urlacher. Freaking awesome. Urlacher. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. That's a cool helmet. This is, what the hell would this be? It's not just the speed. This is like the Flash. This is nice. Freaking cool. That's awesome. That is a cool looking helmet, dude. Great sig. Urlacher was always awesome, dude. He's a beast in person. He's a monster. He reminds me a lot of Brock Lesnar, the wrestler, except for Brock's a little bit bigger. Cool. Congrats to Mr. Ben and our quick fill there on the Chi-Town Bears. Kaboom. All right, on to the next. Here we go. Our 3 helmet break for eBay. I'll post this up on the notebook because I did not have time to put it on a regular sheet. And I'm not going to waste everybody's time having me having to write it down here for you. I just want everybody to be able to see it. Okay, so here's our list. Super simple. And the black is eBay. Jim has the Philadelphia Eagles he purchased later. Chris has Dallas Cowboys. Chris L has the Dallas Cowboys. Jeremiah has the New York Giants. Chris O has the Commanders. Brad R with the Bears. Radford C with the Detroit Lions. Robert with the Minnesota Vikings. Robert J with Green Bay Packers. There's a couple of good teams. See some Jordan Love stuff bouncing everywhere, so that would be a good one to hit. Chris O with the Saints. Chris O with the Carolina Panthers. Alan C with Tampa Bay. That's eBay. Jim B with the Atlanta Falcons. That was eBay. Chris O with the Arizona Cardinals. Dale C with Seattle. Justin K with the Niners. Chris O with the Rams. Kendall O with the Buffalo Bills. Chris O with the Jets. Thomas L with the Miami Dolphins. Jeremiah B with the Patriots. Chris O with the Cleveland Indians. Chris L with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Radford C with the Cincinnati Bengals. Baltimore is owned by Chris O. Indy is owned by Jeremy S. Texans are Chris O. Tennessee is Shane T, which again, Tennessee would include the Houston Oilers. I can't wait to see that game this year. Tennessee versus the Texans, but the Tennessee Titans are going to be wearing their old Houston Oilers jerseys. That'll be awesome. Radford C has Jacksonville Jags. We've yet to see one of those. KC, Chris L. Las Vegas Raiders is Dale. Bo Jackson would be cool. Robert has the Chargers. It would be cool to see a Charger. Let's see a lightning bolt come out. That would be freaking awesome. And then Dale has the My Little Ponies or Denver Broncos. That would be okay too. But this is what we got. So we got 3 boxes here now we're going to do. Everybody ready? Everybody got the, you can take it to a screenshot. So you got it. Boom. For Thursday night, I will have 3 of these boards set up. I will get 3 of them. I will have the names on there permanently put on with the teams from the NFL and the NHL and baseball. So we'll have it and it'll be easy. We can write it in. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. Doesn't really matter order. Let's go. I don't know. Hell, we'll go this one. Open the first one here in the front. All right, Sharky, do your thing. Boom, 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 boom. My week is coming. July 23rd. Shark Week. Don't miss it. All right. Carchi Romano says, let's go hit something good. I forget who named him Carchi Romano. It might have been Joe. Here we go. See what we got. We got a helmet. Oh. Oh. This is different. Nice. Different. We have got the Mafia. Salute to Service. That's freaking cool. The Salute to Service helmets are neat. I like them. Some are better than others, but this is freaking sweet. Bill's Mafia. Salute to Service helmet. Let's turn around. It's got the U.S. on the back. It's got the breast cancer, or the ribbon on the side. Freaking sweet. Ooh, this is cool too. Different player. Buffalo on the front in military ride. Freaking sweet. Dawson freaking Knox. My fantasy tight end the last couple of years. Last year he had a rough year because his brother passed. But after that he was a beast. Dawson Knox on the Buffalo Bills. Salute to Service. That's freaking cool. Speaking of fantasy football, I was stupid. Last night we're home. I'm thinking there's something I had to do. I don't know what I was doing. I signed up. I do real fantasy football if you like it. RealFantasySports.com. Really good. The guys are really straightforward. Easy to draft. I missed my draft, and it was an auction draft. And I got a reminder at like midnight going, hey, your team's filled. I'm like, oops. Man, did I get some dregs on my team. It was hard. It was horrible. That won't happen again. But I do have Dawson Knox on my team. That's funny. All right, on to the next. That would be, let's see, on... Oh, that's Kendall. Kendall with the Bills on that one. Cool. There you go, Kendall. Congrats. Yep. All right, let's go here and see what we got. Good luck to anybody again. Grab the 9-ball. Boop, 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 boop. Kaboom. Kind of like the little... That set of balls is pretty cool. Here we go. See what we got out here now. Boom, 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 boom. Like I said, we'll be seeing a variety of... Ooh. See what we got? Ooh, another something different. Ooh. Very cool. Like it. We have got a Jaguars helmet. Woo! Finally. Like it. Lunar Eclipse Jags. That is freaking cool. I like that helmet a lot. That's awesome. The Jags go out to Mr. Radford. See you out there in Hawaii. Aloha, my friend. Hello. I don't know who's on the other side. I've seen ATN. I've seen Lloyd. I've seen Lawrence. I saw Evan Ingram even. Let's turn around and see what we got. But this is a Jacksonville Jaguars Beckett Witness, which is going out to our good friend Radford out in Hawaii. So here we go. 1 and 2 and 3. Oh, cool. Devin Lloyd. Nice autograph. Nice sig. That's sweet. Let's take this one out too. Devin Lloyd. Boom. I do like that about Gold Rush. They put the names on the bottom of the helmet. That's kind of cool. That's sweet. Nice. Flat white. That's pretty cool. I think that's our first Jags we've ever hit. That's freaking awesome. I like that helmet. I'm not real fond of the black. I've seen the black Eclipse, but bounced a bunch of times. The Flash is really sweet too, the teal. But that's awesome. Congratulations, Bradford. I got some different colors out here tonight. This is awesome. I like it a lot. All right. One more time. Let's see. Good luck to everyone. And we got the hockey jerseys in, and like I said, if anybody wants to do a full set, we could, but you know, we don't have to. We can do it Thursday if anybody wants to. Blah blah blah. Kaboomy, kaboomy, kaboomy. Let's see what we got here. Good luck to everyone. Oh, let me see what we got. Oh, we got an amp. Oh, it's a My Little Pony. It's an amp. It's an amp. Dale, you might want to retract that last text. Do horses smell like skunks? I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, this is awesome too. Dude, I don't know if you've ever, this is awesome. Amp helmet for the Broncos, which is sweet. I'm going to take this one out of the package. This is awesome. All right, so I like the amp helmet. This is cool. Got the Broncos little hologram, everything down here below. Yeah, like I said, I'm not keen on a lot of the amps. I think some of them are really stupid, but this one's really nice, and you're going to like this player. I actually sold a motorhome to his mom and dad years ago. I mean, this is like 1980s, 86, 85. The dad, the freaking person that's responsible for Christian McCaffrey being on this earth. This is his dad, Ed McCaffrey. That's freaking awesome. It was funny as hell. I had folks on my lot in Westchester, PA, in 85, 86, whatever the hell year it was, and the last name was McCaffrey. I said, do you spell it like the football player name? And they said, well, of course we do. He's our son. I'm like, huh? Are you kidding me? And it was Ed McCaffrey's mom and dad. It was hilarious to see these two folks, which, you know, I was a young guy then. They're probably in their 50s or 60s maybe at the time. All they could do was bitch about John Elway, about how he was going to break Ed's hands if he didn't learn how to throw the ball softer. And how Ed's had bruises on his fingers and almost had dislocated fingers because Elway throws the ball too hard. And blah, blah. It was freaking hilarious. But this is a great player, man. Speaking of fantasy football, he was a beast. My wife used to draft him all the time in the league. Again, a little bit of a throwback here, though, on the amp helmet. Ed McCaffrey, that's freaking awesome, dude. Man, cool helmets. Cool helmets. I like it. I like it a lot. It's freaking cool. I'm sorry, I get all jacked up, and it's not, you know, I didn't win nothing. But you guys, that's freaking cool. I like that amp. I may be in search of a John Elway on that amp helmet. That's freaking, this is nice. It's flat. I don't know if you've seen this one before, Dale. It's like a flat finish. Way cool. Awesome. I like it a lot. Anyhow, Ed McCaffrey. So we got Radford C with the Jags. We got Eddie McCaffrey going out to Dale, and unless Dale doesn't want it, because unless it's going to Skunk Town. Got Dawson Knox, and we got a Brian Erlacher traveling to Utah, man. Like I said, Thursday we're gonna have some crazy. I got tons of stuff coming. It's gonna be awesome. We may do 2 or 3 live fill mini helmets on Thursday. Cause maybe I'll put them on eBay like a 3 auction. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see what we're gonna do. Everybody seems like this way better because you can actually pick your teams. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. All right, so oh, you have it? Nice, right? That's cool. That's a cool looking helmet. I like that better than their. I'm not a big fan of the. I love the old D, the blue with the D helmet. I like that a lot. They're going to be making a version of that this year. They're going to be playing with a white one with the D, which is going to be unique. That the Broncos are actually going to wear. But I like the original Elway helmet, the D. I don't really like the I call it the snorting horse The one that I know they call it, like, I think they have a nickname for it, but I don't really like the current helmet with the orange in the middle and all. This is sweet though. I'd be okay if they were wearing them all the time. That's awesome. Way cool. I like the better set. I like that orange. That is an orange one they wore last year. They did do that. I remember that now. Yeah, so that's just a regular speed helmet for the Bears. That's like an alternate helmet. I thought they looked ugly on the field, but that looks pretty cool. Color Rush D, yeah. All right, so cool. Here we go. So for the hockey jerseys, which we can do, I don't know if they're going to fill up, so I don't know if we'll break them tonight because it's getting late anyway. But the jerseys, I don't know how many people are still checked in, which is good. But the jerseys, these are the ones that are filled up right now. I can put them, like I said, I put them on for 3 days and run them for Thursday if we need to. But these are the ones that are taken up right now. You got Shirlene with the Rangers. You got Dale C with the Penguins. You got Robert J with the Lightning. You got the Maple Leafs with Joe R. You got the Red Wings with Dale C. You got Bruins with Dale C. You got Robert with the Blackhawks. Dale with the Avalanche. Dale's got the Kings. Joe has Canucks and the Oilers. There's a lot of open teams there. I don't know if everybody wants to jump in and do all that, or if I should just put those remaining teams on eBay for like 3 days and see if they fill up. I don't know. It's up to you guys. I hate to break it open and have it be a really cool, like a Ovechkin jersey or something like that. That would suck. Jim, what the hell we have them on there for like $13 on eBay, like $12 each, $12 a spot. Yeah, that's what I had them on there for. And I've got this too. I've got to post this on for eBay too this week. The ink threads. I think I'm going to do like Dale said. I'm going to put the spots on there, and we'll random the numbers. Or I guess you probably can't even really do that on eBay. I don't think you can randomize stuff there. So I might have to do that live fill on Thursday. Maybe I'll start the break thing at Thursday at like 9:30 at night or something, or a little bit earlier so we can do that. I don't know. Figure that. And then I got the full size helmet back there too, and I got a Fanatics full size too. Want to roll with. So anywho, but that's what we got with the jerseys. I'll post them here. Yes, they're about half full. I mean half filled. Yeah, I think what I might just do, I'll just post them on like eBay. The ones that everybody has, Shirlene with the Rangers, Dale with the teams you have, Robert with the teams, and Joe, you would have your teams. They're locked in, but maybe I'll put them on eBay for the next 3 days and see if we can get the other ones filled up, and then we'll rip them Thursday night because I'll have a ton of other stuff too. But yeah, this is pretty good. We got good helmets and a lot of good pucks, which is awesome. And like I said, Thursday I'll have all these boards made up that we can just pop them up there with the names, boom, 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 and it'll be super easy. Yeah, Jim, I'm gonna post on eBay. That's what I'll do. Because like 12:30, I don't want to keep everybody out all night. And the ink threads, and we did the puck already, which is cool. But that's what I think we'll roll that instead of like having everybody like have to rush and scramble now, and especially if it doesn't fill up anyway, that'd be like goofy. La la la. All right, Jim, I'll put you down for Flyers and Devils, so you won't have to go on eBay to do that. So yeah, we'll definitely, and that's they're good ones to have. I mean, last week you were asking about Bernie Perrant. I've had 2 Flyers jerseys already this year with him on it, which is awesome. So I'll put you down there. So it would be 12, like $24 to just go ahead and throw it on there on or PayPal or Venmo or whatever. But I'll mark you in there and I'll mark them down for you. Yeah, so now we got them like half filled. So, but we got a lot of cool teams. I mean, I hate to see something really cool come out and not get claimed. That would suck. Yeah, you hit the Drew. Yeah, Flyers. Yep, that's awesome too. And the story behind that jersey is awesome too. It's actually the blue, which is going to be the West Conference, but the way they did it with the All-Star game last year is like, once they got to the finals, Drew's team wore the blue. They got the picture on the ice with the blue, which is freaking sweet. So you Google that. I mean, it's out there. Rod Brindlemore's squad that won the All-Star game with the blue jerseys. That's freaking sweet. So, but yeah, I'll put you down there. You can just, like I said, you can just pay that on Venmo or PayPal. And then Chris, I got some stuff, the brown stuff coming out for your kids too, just to give you a heads up with your stuff. So I got some cool brown stuff. So Robert, hang in there, dude. I know you got to eventually hit a freaking helmet, dude. I'm waiting for a lightning bolt or anything. Yep. I'd like to get a Herbert. Herbert would be cool. Haven't gotten him. I haven't gotten it. Yep. Yeah, the All-Star jerseys are neat. That's a cool thing to hang on to. I mean, the jerseys itself, even before they're signed, are $150, $200 anymore. Adidas with their jerseys they're kind of weird. They're cut a lot. I used to like the CCM stuff a lot better when it was out. But Adidas has the contract now, so they're cut a little bit different. They're cut more like a soccer jersey than they are a hockey jersey. So if you're wearing them, make sure you get them a little bit bigger. Yeah. Yeah, I have to look up the 16 by 20 because I think Dale, you had one and Ben, but I don't know where the hell the other auctions went on there. I haven't seen them, so I'll definitely post them and we'll pull that for Thursday for sure. Because I got it sitting here, I got two of them here sitting in a tube, and maybe if we sell all the spots, we'll even do both of them. That'd be kind of cool. Dale, you got your horsey one coming in the mail. Yeah, I think you have retired. I think Dale has active. I think that's the only two that were on there, but I think they're the only two that made it to eBay. So now the 4th is over with, and my daughter's boyfriend's birthday and all that stuff's over with. I can focus a little bit more on this stuff this week, and I'll have the auctions on the eBay a little tighter. And even if I have them on here, it's okay too, because eBay, leaves a lot to be desired with some of their stuff. So I understand why a lot of people on YouTube are just doing it. It's easier. Yeah, maybe baseball day. I'll look it up there because I have my logs from everyone. Okay. Yeah, and I like doing live fills here better. Yeah, Jim, I'm going to be a little bit early, about 9:40. We'll get started a little bit earlier because I really want to do the ink threads, which this is neat. If you've never seen this, these are all high-end jerseys, but they're all sports. So there's football, hockey, baseball, soccer, basketball, everything in there. The only way, I think Dale said it the best. Last time I did it, we had two of these. We did them by the last name. I think we're better off doing like selling 10 spots for maybe not, maybe 12. I don't know what you got. 26 letters in the alphabet, so 13 spots, maybe at $25 each or something like that. And then you randomize the names, so everybody's got a shot at it. You pick every spot would have like 2 letters or something. But we'll figure it out. But they're neat jerseys. We had Bobby Richardson that was pulled, Yankees. World Series MVP, and we had a Larry Bird jersey pulled. That was freaking awesome too. So, and then I'm going to do our basketball thing. And for the baseball All-Star game this week, tomorrow I'm going to post a baseball package on there for eBay auctions too. It's going to have baseballs, jersey, helmet, bat, cool stuff for the All-Star game, just to acknowledge it. So, yeah, so I guess we'll cut it for tonight. It's 12:30. We'll roll that. Beautiful bean foods, as they say, and 9 on the break. Where you close the game out. This stuff I'll get out with our other stuff that we have from last week, so it'll all come together, which would be nice. It'll probably go out Tuesday morning. Mondays are usually crazy for me at work, so if I get my daughter to do stuff with me tomorrow, it'll go out Tuesday morning, if not Wednesday morning, but it'll get to you pretty quick. I send everything priority mail. I don't send anything regular snail mail, so it'll be there pretty quick. Taking my daughter to the Reading Phillies on Saturday night with her boyfriend because her birthday is a week after his, and they're both getting to throw out the first pitch at a Phillies game, so that's kind of nice. They're going to have a blast doing that. So he had a blast for his party today. She was happy that she got to throw him, his party. His dad was a goober. Yeah, it's fun. Jim, like I said, we're kind of a little community here. which is why we share stories. I share stories about a family. I mean, I wish everybody could talk and chip in. That'd be awesome to hear everybody talk about stuff that they're doing and everything. It was kind of funny. I'm a family guy, and I called the kid's dad, or texted him on Friday and said, hey, I'm paying for the Reading Phillies next Saturday. Alex and Courtney are going to get to throw out the first pitch, have the name on the screen and all that stuff. Do you want me to get you tickets to be there? And he said, can't. Neighbor's grad party can't. So the neighbor's kid's graduation party is more important than seeing his son throw out the first pitch at a baseball game. And his kid's a diehard baseball guy, which I in a million Sundays I couldn't do that. I wouldn't give a crap about my neighbor's graduation party for their kid when my kid's going to be at a baseball stadium throwing out the first pitch. Are you kidding me? But yeah, it's just weird. Some people's DNA is a little screwy. But yeah, it'll be blast. My daughter, we took her there when she was 13, got a jersey with her name on the back with 13 on the back. She got to throw out her first pitch. Got to play with the Reading Phillies guy out in the outfield. Yeah, Jim, I don't know if you got kids, if you're up in this area, the Reading Phillies. Yeah, really, exactly, right? Priorities, right? The Reading Phillies, it's like $50 for each kid to throw out the first pitch, which is freaking awesome, dude. And it goes to a great cause. I mean, it goes to the Darren Dalton Foundation, which is awesome. So, yeah, it's awesome. So, I'll have to share the picture. On Thursday night, I'll show the picture of my daughter, the smile on her face out there with her jersey on the stadium field. And then, of course, all the mascots come to our section, which is fun. When she was 13, she loved it. But, you know, and then Saturday night, it's going to be both of them because her birthday's 5 days after his. So it's like one side or the other. So it'll be awesome. And I will take pictures and do a video of it for sure. And then his dad is here today at the party and says, and Alex, if you're listening, I love you, man. I mean, it's like you're part of our family. You know, you've been dating Courtney for 3 years and you've done the right thing. Alex and Colton, if you're listening too, dude, you can chime in on the text anytime you want. They were earlier. They're asking, hey, any inside tips on the breaks tonight? Because they were going to go home. They're going over to Colton's house. And actually, Alex is upstairs. He's staying over here tonight, so he's not watching. I know that for a fact. But Colton, his buddy, might be watching. Colton, if you're watching, chip in, man. But today his dad's here at the party. And I said, yeah, it's going to be pretty cool when he throws out the first pitch. And Alex is like, yeah, Dad, I'm going to be throwing out the first pitch. He goes, well, he said, you're probably going to bounce it before home plate. Who the hell says that? I mean, and this kid throws baseball. I mean, he throws the ball hard. But yeah, I got him a Trey Turner jersey and a Phillies powder blue hat. So he's all set for Saturday night. It's going to be fun. Yep, that's what it's about, Jim. It really is, buddy. All right, you guys hang out tight, Joe. Glad talking and rapping with you this week. Get me that list of guys you want to swap up. I'll gladly trade you for the one jersey because I my daughter would love me to have that in our collection, and we'll do that. And yeah, and we can do that too down the road. If anybody, if you hit something, we can trade stuff out. If somebody hits something I want, or they hit, whatever. Robert, we're gonna get you a Chargers helmet, dude. Man, the Lux. Hey, we got yellow. We use the yellow in the ball. Maybe we'll use the blue, the powder blue next time. The Chargers. Maybe we'll go with the 11 ball or whatever the heck it is. The power of the 7 that they have now. But we'll get you. Yeah, we got to get you going there. But pretty cool night. Bears, Broncos, Jags. Really cool to see the Jags. We haven't gotten a Jag before. Salute to Service. I think it's only the second one we've had of those, which I really like that too. I think the last one we had was Drake London, Falcons. So anyhow, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for participating. I love you guys participating. If you have any questions, my number's out there. You have no problem getting a hold of me. Just text me. He's like, hey, I'm the dude from the break, whatever, blah, blah. I talked to Ben. I talked to Robert. I talked to Dale a lot during the week. Text back and forth anytime. Don S is usually out playing hockey at night. If you ever played ice hockey in a league, you know that it's freaking, the start times are crazy. So, yeah, Jim, nice meeting you, man. And good night, everybody. 9 on the break. We're signing out. Don't forget, my week is coming up. My Shark Week. All right. Have fun, guys. Talk to you. Bye-bye.